Hello. Oh, look. It's the main crew. The band is getting back together. Oh, look, it's Grahatia. He's fine. See? I told you. Astariel! Oh, God, it's good to see you. I hope you being here means you've had your fill of rest. Oh, well, it's a whole thing. We went off, we did the Monster Hunter series. I had some trauma and a few raid series. Fought giant demigods, but yeah. A good rest, you could say. Not so much as 40 winks, truth be told. This is probably accurate, considering what we've been up to. Yeah, we went all the way to Ivalis. I fought some really gruesome monsters. Yeah, let's just say I didn't get much rest. I kind of learned how to play Red Mage though, you know? We had a good tutorial for Red Mage. You're too selfless. That's your problem. But you'll be no good to anyone if you don't take a break every once in a while. Oh, Tataru supports self-care. Tataru recognizes the signs of burnout in the Warrior of Lights. Oh, thank you. Oh, Tataru, can you like run me up like a bubble bath and get me some snacks and oh, yes please. Can we have like a sleepover night with Tataru in our PJs? Anyway. Not much has happened since your last visit. I had planned for you to meet that helper I told you about, but he refuses to answer his link pearl. I do hope he's alright. We've been exchanging messages with the Eorzean Alliance throughout, though. They say the fighting has finally stopped at Gimlet Dark, and that the Empire has shown no sign of movement. Which means we might actually have a moment to ourselves for a change. Seeing as you're back, maybe you could tell me more about your time in the First? Oh, great! Oh, and if you don't mind, I'd like to ask Philomin to join us. She'll want to know what happened to Minfilia. I think it's best she hears it from you. Oh no, I almost forgot that cutscene. Don't make me remember. Oh, but it was a lovely end, and it was like Minfilia passing the torch to someone else. But in a way that still let her be herself, you know? We'll meet you on the terrace at the House of Splendors. Oh, splendiferous house. Up this way. Hi Faye, welcome on in. We're doing 5.1. If you remember what's in 5.1, I don't even know yet, so we'll see. Now I see the council is convening. What did we say? No motorbikes at the dinner table. How rude. How rude. You slept in? Oh, I hope you had a good lion. Oh, lions are the best. Friday lion is just, Yes, you're never late. Also, you arrived precisely in time for the story. Kind of forgotten what Tatari's voice is like. So I've just given her this one. I think she just had a kind of cute voice. She's not American, is she? Is she American? She might be. Maybe. I think I'm getting the Lalafels mixed up. She's not American. Okay. That makes things easier for me. Welcome to Dawn Fails at Following Simple Maps. Oh, it's got to be inside. She used to be, I guess. She had a voice actor change, didn't she? Hey, Elsh. Hello, Gavna. What's up, then? Who are? Suit your chimney? Shiny shoes? This place is fucking confusing, I tell you. Well, I found the kitchen slash washroom. Is it going to be upstairs? Oh, yes, verticality. My age-old enemy. Oh, no. There are layers. Like onions. Oh, still going the wrong way. Oh, they're going to be on the balcony. Oh, no. Oh, they're setting the scene for an emotional moment. I'm not ready. No. No. Look at Mommy Minfilia. I'm having an emotional support sip of coffee. Tattery from Heavenswood onwards is British, so she needs a governor talk. Bottle of water. Bottle of water. Oh, Astariel. My, it's been too long. Tattery did mention that I would be joining you, did she not? Yeah. Please don't make me cry. Thank you. Words cannot express how I have longed to know more of the First. This world Minfilia has sacrificed so much to save. But come, rest your feet. Tatteru should be arriving shortly. No, not the music! Stop! And so Minfilia chose to pass on her gifts to the next oracle. This girl who Thancred named Reem. To have such a burden thrust upon her as a child, only to embrace it when given the choice. In that respect, they are quite alike. It would seem her legacy is indeed in capable hands. Astariel, might I ask a favour of you when you next return to the First? To tell Reem what I cannot. To tell her, thank you. And I would offer thanks to you as well, for staying with her to the end.
Beg your pardon? Can I have a word?
We were having a moment, okay? The music was playing. We were reminiscing on the sacrifice of Minfilia. Do you mind? Now is not the time.
It's gotta be fucking Hoary Boulder, innit? Or it could be Slutty Rock, his twin brother. Could be. Didn't Slutty Rock die, though? I can't remember. Oh!
Real? I hope you're here to tell me you've received word from our helper.
I wish. Nay, I've not had a peep out of him. And it's been a good long while now. Too bloody long. On account of which, I'm gonna sneak over the border and see if I can't get a signal to him from closer up.
But what if they catch you? There must be another way.
Well, ain't as if we can ask Thancred to do it. Besides, I shouldn't have no trouble picking my way through Gimlet now the fighters died down. Gods know there's enough shadows to hide in. And it beats waiting round here twiddling my thumbs. Any road, just thought I'd let you know. Now, I'd best be... Ugh, I nearly forgot. Kryle's at the stones, and she wants a word. Something to do with patience? She was getting ready to examine him again when I left. Alright then, whatever. Oh, are they waking up? Maybe some of them are waking up.
We best head back then. Cattail, cattail, cattail. Oh, I'm sure it's important.
Hey, Moogle.
Aw, what's Momophilia gonna do now?
Poor Real, always the harbinger of bad news. Hey, he doesn't seem very delicate at delivering it neither, you know? If there's a sad cutscene coming up, you just gotta switch to a goofy armor glamour to make it less sad. I have seen people who do the cutscenes in full chocobo suits. So the camera pans to them, and it's just this chocobo face like... Yeah, that should bring some levity to the cutscenes. Can you imagine doing some of the Shadowbringers end cutscenes as a chocobo? Oh yeah, the Moogle slippers as well. They add a touch of elegance to any cutscene.
Hi!
It's kind of like in Baldur's Gate 3, if you leave the clown face paint on your characters, and then go and do some of the major story stuff, it just hits differently. The ultimate protection from emotional damage. I'd never do that. Yeah, definitely not. Hi, Mog. Do you want to sit on my lap, or are you just loitering? You're just loitering. Hello. She's not really sure what to do. Because, yeah, there's not quite enough dress to sit on, is there? Yes. This is the problem when it's like a miniskirt dress. Yeah. It's not ideal for cat sitting. Color of the dress is nice. Well, can you tell what it is? Only the true fans will know. It's subtle. Normally I'm covering most of it with my hair, but it is a Final Fantasy dress, and it's a map of Eorzea. So you could see it's got like all the continents. It goes on down here as well. It's got all the little map icons as well. And it's got pockets, which just automatically makes it a superior dress. This is from the Black Milk Final Fantasy collection, and I had to stop myself from buying everything. I got 2 things from the collection. So I got this, and then I also got the, I think it's called like the hero dress, which is like black dress with like buckles, and then it's like, it looks like armor at the top. It's so cool. So cool. I've seen that dress IRL, it's gorgeous. I really wish they did a maxi version of it as well, because I love a maxi dress. I'm tall, so I normally go for a maxi dress, and then it's kind of like flowy and comfy, but this is like proper miniskirt one. Give us pockets. What are you afraid we'll carry? Yeah, exactly. Give us pockets, you cowards. It's like, oh, what am I gonna carry? My phone? It just makes my day whenever a dress has pockets. Finally, I don't have to carry a massive bag everywhere. Although that is why dresses don't have pockets. It's so they can sell us handbags, Maisie. It's why. So they can keep being like, hey, you need a bag. Want to go anywhere and do anything? You need a bag. You can't have pockets. And if we're going to give you pockets, we're not going to give you secure pockets. We're going to give you big floppy pockets that things fall out of. So annoying. (6'5". How tall am I? I'm nearly 6 foot. Although like chat keeps being like, oh, you're not that tall. I'm like 5'8", 5'9". But then look, I was having this discussion with Night the other day on stream, and she was like, Dawn, you are not 5'9". I was like, I swear, I've got to be 5'9". Like, surely, like, come on. The elf fam is very tall. Elf dad, back in the day, was 6'6". Big boy. So it's in the genes, my friends. Yeah, so I stand by 5'9". I stand by 5'9". For some reason, everyone always thinks I'm really tiny. I think it's the effect of the big gaming chair, because I have like this massive splayed back, and it makes me look really small on stream. So yeah, people assume I'm like a little fairy, like a Christmas elf kind of pixie. Strong elf genes, indeed. It seems she's still examining them. Oh, I do hope it's nothing bad. Me too. Oh.
You're here. Good.
Voice acting! Yes! Oh, I love Grell's voice. So good. Hi.
So, how are they?
These two in a cutscene. They just have the best voices ever. And shout out for like amazing British voices, because they both have the same kinds of voices but slightly different accents. But they have this warmth to them. Oh, we are being raided! Protect the Lalafels! The adorable Lalafels must be saved at all costs! Hello! Or should I say, a bungle bongle, a bung bong, bingle bongle boo. I feel like I've joined the cult of Bing Bong now. I'm ready to become one of you. Not only would I protect Tataru at all costs, I also protect Bing Bong. I would take Bing Bong to the heights of the highest mountain, and we would have a lovely picnic together if we ever had room in our backpacks. But I'll make Knight carry him next time. But hello! Thank you so much for the raid! What were you guys up to today? Hi, Moo. Hello, Mother Knight as well. Oh, we are graced with the Elder Knight. Hi, Valmet. Hi, Joku. We are playing some Final Fantasy today. This is Shadowbringers post main story content. There's so much content in this game. It's ridiculous. So you play the expansion, and then after the expansion, you have bonus story content that forms like the end of the expansion, and then you get prologue content for the next expansion. So the story just goes on and on, but this is kind of like the wrap up of Shadowbringers, which was incredible. And this is my first playthrough of all of this in Final Fantasy Online, and it's been an emotional roller coaster. It really has. But we play Final Fantasy every Friday on Friday. But most of the time you can find me playing RPGs and MMOs and basically anything with dragons and wizards and magic. That's the rule most of the time. Unless I'm climbing mountains with Knight or shooting people. Sometimes we shoot people, you know, sometimes it's just that kind of day. But welcome on in. If you don't follow Knight, first of all, what is wrong with you? Second of all, it's okay, we can fix this. You need to go and follow Knight immediately. Amazing streamer. If you enjoy any of my British silliness, there is more British silliness over there. And Knight plays all sorts of games. There's always a new adventure going on there. Like, anytime I show up, I'm like, oh, what's the adventure today? Because there's always something new happening. But go and follow Knight. You won't regret it. Or if you do, you won't get a chance because she'll chuck you in the dungeon anyway. I take people's souls and give them immortality. Knight instead chooses to chuck everyone in a dungeon. So they don't even get a choice to leave. I hear the food is good though. I had some really good, I think it was like it's some kind of herb bread. It had green bits in. That's what I had last time I was in the dungeon. It says green and blue bits. I guess it was like maybe blueberry and herb. It was a weird aftertaste though. Oh, puddle water. Oh, I love some puddle water. Just has that kind of irony aftertaste. Yeah, the food is plentiful and delicious. I mean, if we're good, she sometimes makes Mickey Mouse pancakes. Sometimes. Knight is the queen of Disney as well. Like, if you're into anything Disney, go and live through Knight, because Knight has some incredible TikToks and a whole other channel on YouTube, by the way, which I've been spam watching, of Disneyland trips, the Disney cruise trips, and I'm just like, oh, it's amazing. So yes, if you like Disney stuff and like Disney food reviews, very important content, go watch. Hand your food over to the mods on arrival. Seems like a good deal. I see no problems here. I see no problems. But welcome. If you're not familiar with Final Fantasy, well, lock in. It's a wild ride. Don't worry if you don't know what the heck is going on. Just enjoy the feels. There are two small Lalafels talking right now, which are these adorable little, like, they're the halflings of the Final Fantasy world, the little pint-sized people, but we've got some of my favorite Lalafels on screen right now. Tataru and Kryl. Who is this coming back? Oh, Mother Knight, thank you so much! And it's a whole year's worth of immortality. Well. You look even shinier than you did on that very first day of immortality. Welcome back. Thank you for giving me your soul. It's very safe. I promise you. I have some new soul jars out back. We're expanding the soul jar collection.
Still locked in slumber, but otherwise in good physical health.
Oh, they're still asleep? I thought they would have
For the
woken
present, at least.
For the present? Oh no, is something wrong with them?
Oh no. Are they all slowly dying?
I'm afraid there may be. I summoned you after detecting faint signs of instability in Thancred's corporeal ether. But subsequent examination suggested all 5 might be affected. And when I examined them just now, my fears were confirmed. Tellingly, the degree of instability varies between them. Thancred exhibits the most notable signs, followed by Y'shtola and Urianger. The twins' ether, meanwhile, remains relatively stable, but there is a change there too if one knows to look for it.
Maybe it's because they're twins. They're like cycling ether between themselves. Because technically they're kind of the same person. I don't know, I'm a scientist. Mog? Mog, what are you doing? Are you eating the forbidden sushi again? There are forbidden sushi rolls, otherwise known as bubble wrap wraps. Like there's little bubble rolls. Don't eat them. I'm watching you. I think she's clawing at the carpet right now. What is she doing? Moo? I can hear you. No, I can't be asked to get off my chair to reprimand you, but I can hear you. And I am judging you. Thank you. My immersion. She's doing something naughty. I know it. 'Cause she's... Are you carpet scratching? Chicky. Shredded your brand new carpet. No! Your cat just destroyed your new carpet. See, that is the way. Destroyer of worlds, aren't you, Mog? You are. You really are. Anyway, my immersion, Mog. Mog, now is not the time. Thancred is showing notable signs of decline. I know.
Hold on. Isn't that the order they were called away in?
So the longer they've been away, the worse it is.
Indeed. Which leads me to believe the instability will only increase with time. Though I can but speculate, I fear this may be a symptom of a weakening link between body and soul.
It does seem to be the case.
By the gods! What happens if the link is broken?
I cannot say for certain. This is all unknown territory to us. Yet whatever happens, it cannot be good.
Panics in Lalafell.
Mercifully, the instability is still only slight. And you may rest assured, Master Matoya and I will do everything in our power to keep it from worsening.
Is there not something we can do to, like, channel Aether into them? But it doesn't seem like it's a lack of Aether, it's like connection to their own souls is the problem. So, as long as they can hold on, there's got to be a way. It's not like they kill 5 of them, they sell too much
It is
mud.
imperative that you find a way to restore our friends' souls to their bodies.
Leave it to me. I'm the protagonist. No rest for the righteous, eh? Yeah, I was hoping for a little bit of a story lull, like a shopping episode or a beach episode or something, but okay. Sure.
I realize you've only just returned from saving 2 worlds, but time is not on our side.
I do love how, as the protagonist in the main story, it's not just that you're saving the world. You're saving 2 worlds in Shadowbringers. 2, not 1. Bit of a greedy thing to do as the main character. Like, come on, be happy with saving 1 world. Leave some world saving for someone else.
We had the greatest minds in the realm hunting high and low for an answer, and they ran out of places to look.
Well, maybe you've got to look beyond this world to the next. Maybe that's what we're getting wrong.
You stated in your report that the Exarch had originally intended to reverse the summoning process by means of his own death, correct?
Something like that. It was very complicated, though.
Raha always was a reckless young fool, ready to die for the first righteous cause that came along. His plan might well have worked, but I, for one, am glad he never had the opportunity to see it through. Even if it does mean our friends must remain stranded a while longer. There is another way, I am sure of it. And the key lies with him, with the Exarch. Pray return to the first and apprise him and the others of the situation.
It's been a long time since I've heard a pray return. I missed it. But it doesn't sound quite right, not being Minfilia. Like, pray return needs to be said in that tone of voice. I'm sorry, but it's a bland imitation of the OG pray return.
We, meanwhile,
She
will
tried.
do what we can from here. And, if the fates are kind, we will have good news to share upon your return.
Well, maybe I'll find something that can help them. All this time, though, at the back of my head, I know that they'll be fine. And I know Grahati is going to be fine because I've seen him eating a taco in the Dawn Trail trailer. If he dies, how can he eat a taco, So, yeah. Unless it's like another version of him, right? And like our version of him doesn't survive, but he's reborn in some way with a completely wiped memory. In which case, it wouldn't really be the same person, but it would be. He comes back and it's him, but it's not, because he remembers nothing but a thirst for taco. And that's all that matters, maybe. Spoilers! Yeah, maybe he's actually a catboy ghost. Where are we going? Northrend. Okay. To the Crystarium! Yeah, Zombie Raha. Exactly. Is Raha his nickname rather than Graha? Raha's cuter, I guess. Raha ha ha. Rahi he he. Rala la la. G is the family name. Oh, I see. So if you were choosing like a lore-accurate catgirl name, you'd choose a letter. But then is there a full family name? Like the Y in a shelter? Is the Y for the Waisala tribe? Or is it just Y? And surely they run out of letters. Or is it just done alphabetically? Like the first ever tribe was the A tribe, and then someone's got landed with the Z tribe. Tia is generally a guy name, I think. Okay. Rahatihi. Yes, his name is now Rahatihi. I have decided this. Rahatihi or Taco Cat. Lady cats have surnames. Y equals tribe. Stola equals first name. Rul equals her dad's name. Aww. That's kind of cool that they have a whole lore naming convention. I didn't even know that. Tia means solo / not a tribe owner. Interesting. He's a loner. Oh, why hello there. I do wonder if it's going to be you or our Hahatihi who survives. But let's just say Dawn Trail Taco Cat did not seem to have the sense of humor of the Crystal Exarch. Crystal Exarch has like a non-existent sense of humor. He's very serious, you know. So can't see him lolling about in the sunshine eating tacos. Just saying. Unless he changes, he just takes a lighter perspective on the world. Ah, Astariel, returned. I hope your time in the source was suitably restful. But of course it wasn't. Go on. Their corporeal aether shows signs of instability. By the gods, the possibility never even occurred to me. If you've returned in the hope that my research has yielded a solution, I fear you'll be sorely disappointed. 'Tis but a mercy we have the likes of Mistress Kryl and Master Matoya to keep our friends' bodies safe whilst we wrestle with the problem. But they cannot forestall the separation of body and soul indefinitely. Come, the others must be told. They're just buying time. Can we like rejoin them? Like force them to rejoin in some way? Like, almost like a soul transplant, just like chuck the soul in there. Hello! Everyone's here! Oh, I miss them so much. Good to see you all. lengthy discussion going on here, which I am not privy to. Oh, there he is. There art the Orianger.
Pray excuse my late arrival.
Oh, of course, of course. I forgot how much I loved this fit. Like, oh my gosh. Everything about this outfit. Come on. It was so strange because I would always see people thirsting for Orianger. And for me, I was so early in the story that Orianger was the tall guy in the hood who would sometimes say mysterious things and then disappear again. I was like, okay, he seems more of a granddad kind of character. And then this expansion suddenly transformed into this, and now I understand.
Will Thancred and Reen not be joining us?
Is he?
Nay, milady. With apologies to all, they beg leave to pursue their investigation of the empty to its conclusion.
Ah.
Should matters here demand their presence, however, they did assure me that they would make themselves available.
They are still in the raid series, I see, which at some point we can return to and we can do the final part of, but we have a bit of a lock. We have to get to a certain point in the MSQ. So interesting, they're going to intersect, because if there's a hard stop, that usually means a big event happens in the MSQ, and then we go back and like the effects of that event are felt in the raid series, so interesting.
Yes, of course. Then let us proceed. I think it best that you begin by providing a summary of Mistress Kryle's findings.
I can't believe I'm still in my panties in this very important meeting. I need to get changed.
I suppose it was only to be expected that some change would occur.
Indeed.
Yet our souls seem unaffected, to my eye at least. How long they will remain so is another question. Kryle is right. It is imperative we find a way to return to the source.
Perhaps an explanation of the method by which I brought you here will yield some inspiration.
Can't we just reverse engineer the entire thing? If we know the process for how he brought us here, can't we work backwards?
Ere I begin, it must be noted that I am by no means a gifted mage. In order to employ powerful magics, I must rely upon the Crystal Tower and its boundless reservoirs of energy.
Okay. I love how he's saying he's not a gifted mage. You kind of are literally the Crystal Exarch, though. Like, give yourself some credit.
The magic that summoned you was no exception. 'Tis a singular spell, adapted through painstaking effort from the technique that transported me to the first. To use an analogy, it works by cutting a hole in the fabric of reality. A hole tailored to the object of summoning, through which it and it alone may pass unscathed. Though I succeeded in creating said hole, I failed to latch onto my intended target. Instead of you, the spell found those close to you, and ended up summoning them in their incomplete state.
So it was a misfire. Bad aim.
I would not soon throw my life away, not after the lengths you and yours went to save it. And so long as I breathe, I will spare no effort to see you safely home. But should all else fail, and your lives be at stake, there remains one sure method.
Don't you say it. It's not happening.
Oh! What was that for?
How can you even entertain such thoughts? You owe your life to the Warrior of Light, and you don't get to die unless she says so.
You tell him, Alistair. You tell him. I thought the rest were going to start being like, no, don't do that. Not for us. But no, she saw a more direct method, and she took it. Good. Yeah, we already saved you once. We're not saving you again. Not making more work for us, sir. Yeah, exactly. Tell him. Can I give him a slap as well? Give him a little...
Your followers await your divine judgment.
What did you just...
If the two of you have finished, perhaps we could return to our discussion?
All right then.
Rather than
Still
dwelling upon the
stirring the
multiple
pot,
failed
okay.
attempts at transference, I think it would behoove us to focus on the solitary success.
Me? A success?
I would draw your attention to the fact
Not
that
an
our
abject
friend
failure,
can travel
what?
between worlds possessed not only of her body and soul, but her personal effects besides. This is no different from the teleportation magics to which we are all accustomed. Magics that allow for the transportation of those inanimate objects one considers to be an extension of oneself.
Are you suggesting that simply by considering us her possessions, she could carry our souls back to the source upon her person?
Get in my backpack. Get in there. We're going home. So I have to treat them as objects? I say we condense them both down to tiny little handbags, and then we take them back. Like that. Easy. Turn the twins into handbags. One blue, one red. Fetching.
Yeah, we need a bag of holding for the twins. That's how we're gonna do this.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't understand anything after Behoove, Shola. Behoove what now? Behoove win?
Well, it would be nice if things were that simple for a change. But vague notions of ownership seem a rather tenuous thing to stake our lives on. So much as a moment of doubt on her part and we'd be left floating in the rift.
Are we gonna have to take vows or something? Like, I vow to protect you, to honor you, to cherish you. You shall be my legal object.
Milady
there gonna be a
has
wedding?
the right of it. The requisite fixity of belief would be too much to ask even of our friend. Yet were we to immure our souls within an object in her possession, mayhap then our safe passage could be assured.
Soul transmutation. Hey, I could actually be useful here for once. That's my area of magic. I do it every day. I'll just transmute you into... what should we put Orianger in? I don't know. Just put him in something fairly sturdy that's going to survive the trip. Don't know what would suit him. Probably just a book of poetry or something. Just stick him in a book of poetry. He'd be happy. It would be like being amongst friends.
White auracite would, I believe, serve as a suitable vessel for this purpose. It was conceived to imprison the massy soul of an Ascian, and should house one of ours with relative ease.
Oh, but we're gonna need multiple, right? Or we could do one at a time.
We would need only to ensure our soul's safe preservation inside the stone, and identify a means by which they might be transferred back onto our vacant bodies.
To channel the soul back in.
Soul preservation and transference. I believe I know of someone who may be able to assist us.
Yes, me. Me. Stick it in a soul jar. Transmute the life energy into pure form. It's easy enough. Just ask me.
On the far shore of the source, there stands a great palace built by the elves.
Excuse me? Elven Palace? Yes?
It was forsaken in the wake of the flood, but a certain Numo chose to make their home there soon after.
Numos. This might be another alternative world name for a race that we already know. So yeah, like even the cat boys and girls are called different things on this plane of reality. The Numo, eh?
Though they have long lived as a recluse, they once occupied a place of honor in Verbert's royal court, and it is said that none in all of Norvrand is more knowledgeable than they on matters of the soul.
Indeed.
Well, I've no objection to seeking a helping hand, but if they've gone to such lengths to hide themselves away from the world, what makes you think they'd be willing to lend us one?
A worthy question. Years ago, I myself tried and failed to solicit their cooperation in the battle against the Sin Eaters.
It does seem like a very elven thing. Lore-accurate elves in every universe are just like, we can't be bothered getting involved in your wars and your affairs. Kind of accurate to the real world as well, honestly, yeah. We never run in to help, unless we have to.
No sooner had I begun to make my plea than they unleashed a swarm of their familiars upon me. Unlike me, however, you have curried favor with the Fae folk. By that merit alone, I am hopeful that they would grant you an audience.
That is true. We could literally summon our fairy friend, and they can come with us.
They may still be inclined to
could they
turn you
refuse?
away, of course, but if their knowledge might feasibly facilitate your return home, we have to try.
We're going to an elven palace. Yes. Oh, I have to choose. Oh, which one looks the most delicious? Oysters? No, get out of here. Jellied harcot. What is harcot? Maybe it's a vegetable. I don't even know what that is. Lemonade or cordon bleu with gooey cheese, pan-fried meat in oil. I don't even know what I should take for stats. But I'm guessing it's the oysters, but why would I want them? Or I'll go for the cordon bleu. Harcot is a species of apricot. I've never heard of them before. Is that a thing in the real world too? I learned something today. Final Fantasy is so educational. Harcot jelly. Apricot jelly sounds good. Take the coins, they're very tasty. No, you don't understand. I need more food crap to fill my bags with to please chat. Look, it's so clean. They love it when I do this. This is their favorite thing, is when I like drag things to random slots like this. There you go. Love that. Ooh, if this is the Elven Palace, let me in. Want to live there already. The Grand Cosmos, that is, the palace we seek, stands on the opposite shore of the source. I'll arrange for a boat to carry us there. Whilst thou journeyest thither, I think it best that I devote mine energies to the creation of white auracite. By their leave, of course. The process requireth no small amount of time, and should the new Mu consent to lend us their aid, we will have need of a suitable vessel ere long. Indeedeth, I giveth thee leave. Departeth, hence. Agreed. Then I would ask the rest of you to meet me in Sullen. And do be prepared for a warm reception. Something tells me we're not going to be welcomed with snacks. Why dost thou tarry here, Oriange, when we needs must create the white auracite? Pray join the others in Sullen. I shall turn my thoughts to the auracite and apprise Thancred and Reen of our progress. Indeed. Good journeys to you. Oh, does that mean you're going to the raid series? Am I going to see you in the raid series? See you there. He's busy. Can I post a link? Oh, the mods might need to approve it. Have we got any green swords in chat? Is it apricot jelly link? Are you educating us on apricot jelly? Ooh, prunus americana? Armeniaca? Ooh, beautiful. Arya's currently like whacking it with her sword, like, is this thing sturdy? Yeah, good link. Apricot jelly is delicious. I have some in my fridge. I don't know if I've ever had apricot jelly. Generally, I've only had strawberry jelly. Strawberry jelly or like cherry jelly is good. The Harcot apricot species. Well, Harcot cooking stream. Harcot jelly cooking stream. Maybe there'll be a recipe for Harcot jelly in the new Final Fantasy cookbook. Because the Final Fantasy cookbook that I have now, I think it just goes up to Stormblood. I don't think it has Shadowbringers recipes because of the time that it came out, so it is time. The jelly is coming. There is no escape. A grand adventure. Well, that seems fun. Oh god, where's the nearest crystal? Oh no. It would be really terrible if, like, someone hadn't attuned to Fort Job. Not me, though. Never me. I always attune to crystals.
Wait, did I have a chance to attune to Job and I didn't do it? I am a horrible person. Come, Peachy. Let us marvel in our own incompetence. It's a long ride, Peachy. Come on, girl. Look at I go. Look at the speed. I love a little butt fat rolls. So cute. Come, Peachy. I think I'm going the right way. Oh, I forgot she has the egg surprise. Are you surprised? Of course you are. Who could fail to be surprised at that magnificence? Praise the PT. Oh, alerts are back on now as well. There we go. And Salty's back as well. 18 months. Wait, total of 72? I was like, huh? That can't be the real number. That's got to be like a stream streak. There's no way that's the actual number of months. But no, 72 months is how long it's been. Thank you for your soul. It has a lovely, delectable, sweet but salty taste. And I hope to be keeping it for all of eternity. That's long dedication, I know, right? And hopefully Salty's still here, because that was 27 minutes ago. But welcome back. I still cannot believe how long I've been streaming for. When I was on the Charlotte Tilbury podcast this week, they started it up with, so you've been streaming for about 10 years. And I was like, yeah. Somehow, don't know how did this happen? I blinked and here we are. I need to actually like nail down when the 10-year anniversary is, so this coming year, we just celebrated 7 years of Twitch partnership. So January will be 8 years of Twitch partnership. And then in terms of like the actual date that I started streaming, it could have been September. I think it was like end of summer. Could have been October even. It's interesting though, because you have your actual account creation date. And I made the account, but I didn't actually stream until much later. So I know the date of my first stream, but only from a very old video that I now have privated announcing my very first Twitch stream. So I need to go back and watch that and like take the actual date. I put it on my calendar for a while, but I keep forgetting. But yeah, it could be the big 10 years. Indeed. That's a long run to the quest point. Did Dawn forget she can use the Aethernet to teleport to the gates of the Crystarium? Oh, it's not the Crystarium. We're going down to Sullen. So I don't think it's connected, unless I missed something. We were just at the Crystarium, and now they're sending us out into the wilds. It's okay, Peachy needed to stretch her legs. It's good for her. I can't fly. Peachy's grounded. Can Peachy fly anyway? I can't fly in this zone, but I wonder if Peachy can spread her noodle arms? Not her wings, her noodle arms. Oh, everyone's here. You can teleport outside the city gates from the main Aetherite, but this isn't directly outside, is it? Like this here? Still forever confused by Final Fantasy maps. Like, that isn't the city there, is it? No, but it's closer. Okay, so it would have got us, like, there, maybe. Someone's got their luxury car here, beautiful. Sudden music. Oh yeah! As I told you before, I'd scarcely set foot on the palace grounds when I was set upon by our host's familiars, and I expect our reception today to be no different. Which is why I propose we march through the main gate, weapons drawn. No, that hardly says like peaceful negotiation mission, does it? If we go in there like, hello! Yeah, that's not gonna help. That's not gonna help. Alice agrees.
I'm sorry, but are we not here to petition for assistance? We can't honestly think barging in looking for a fight is going to persuade them. Actually, I believe the Exarch may have the right of it. They have no doubt poured a great deal of time and energy into their creations. Were I them, I should be most interested to meet with those who could overcome my defenses. As would any true seeker of knowledge. Then there is little we can say or do to convince them to help us if we know nothing of their character, nor less why they chose to hide themselves from the world. But if we can seize their interest, mayhap we can earn ourselves an audience. This music is just the perfect soundtrack for the plan's coming together. The gang is back. We're running through all of our plans. Nothing's gonna go wrong. It's gonna be flawless. Weapons drawn it is then. Though I must say, Exarch, you certainly seem to be enjoying all of this. He's been bored. It's been a long time. He's been stuck in the tower for ages. Do I? Well, I will not deny that I enjoy the thought of fighting alongside you all, rather than pacing about inside the Crystal Tower. You both seem to be in rather high spirits, if you ask me. Not that I'm surprised. Your moods invariably improve when Astariel's around. I'm the sunshine of the party. What exactly are you implying? She averted a calamity, and the light which seemed destined to consume her has been extinguished. It's only natural that we'd be pleased to see her. Is he saying everyone fancies Astariel? That's why. Yes, well, you will have plenty of time to celebrate her good health after we've finished here. Of course. Let us proceed to the palace. Grah! Rawr. You know, it's nice he's happy to see me. Is that a crystal in your robe? Oh, hello. Everybody's here. Oh, I can make small talk. So, nice weather we've been having, huh? I think we've done enough talking, don't you? We have a new mood to impress. Sorry. Do you see the game last night? I can but imagine what manner of beasts keep guard here. No doubt they will afford us scant opportunity to explore the palace. A pity. Maybe they'll give us a tour. How long has it been since we last went on such an expedition? I cannot help but be reminded of the ruins of Scala. I cannot even remember the ruins of Scala, so your memory is better than mine, Alfie. 'Tis good to be here with you for a change. Whatever you would have me do, you need but say the word. He's like, I live to serve. Oh, wait. Is it 4 max? Oh no. Oh no. We have to pick who gets to come. I don't know, like, I could just randomly run in a circle and then whoever I'm closest to is the pick. Okay, first pick is Bella. This is a foolproof method, okay? Ari's just hanging out. Ari's just chilling. I like the pose there. Very cool. Okay, ready? Ready? Round two. I might end up in the water, who knows? Wait, is there a... Oh, no. I was testing to see if there was a rail. But we'll see. If I end up in the water, it's who I'm closest to in the water. Okay, here we go. Oh, technically, as the crow flies, I'm closest to Manji. There we go. Come on in. Oh, but then for the final two, it's gonna be really hard. I'm just gonna have to, like, go walk back and forth, like...
You! That is the water. I would say I'm closest to Maisie though. Like, I had a direct line to Maisie there, so Mommy's coming. Oh, it means we won't have our Moogle shoes, our traditional Moogle shoes. Moogle shoes alley for good luck. But I shall see you in the next one. That was a very impartial way of picking members, was it not? So impartial. I think we got a full secondary group. Oh, nice. Yeah, you guys want to go do it at the same time? That works. It's a falafel party. Wait, are you all LFLs? Oh, geez. Oh, no. I'm about to take the school trip to see some ancient elven architecture. All right. Has everyone had a wee? We won't get another chance. We won't be stopping. No. You can't have a Capri Sun, you just had one. I don't want you hyper for the raid. / dungeon. / our eventual demise. Okay. Have you got your packed lunch? Packed lunches? And I don't want to see any contraband items, like sweeties in there. You know you get hyper when you have sweeties. Packed? You already ate it, didn't you? I bet you did. See, I knew it. I knew it. Greedy. Greedy. The LFLs are taking over. They're everywhere. Burping all over the place. Well, I guess we go in. A grand adventure. What is it called? What's the actual dungeon name? Oh, weird. When I open the quest log, it just opens my map. The Grand Cosmos. I thought so, but that sounded very, like, space-aged. Long ago, on the far shore of the Source, a great palace was built by the elves. The Grand Cosmos. An edifice of such magnitude, it was said to inspire envy in both the heavens for which it was named and the flowers that pervade its boundless gardens. As with so many wonders of the world that once was, its radiance has quickly faded in the wake of the flood, its halls falling silent, the throne sitting empty. That is, until the palace was given new purpose when a mage reclaimed it as their sanctuary, their only company being solace, solitude, and the legion of familiars barring entrance to any foolish enough to seek an audience. If all the familiars are black cats, then I will be moving in. Especially if there's a throne empty. I mean, why would we not? Why would we not? A ready check has been commenced. Ready yourselves? Why am I predicting, like, Art Deco architecture? Like, that could work. I could see that happening. Oh my god, my lips are so dry today, guys. I'm gonna put on some lip balm. I'm crusty. No one likes a crusty strip. I broke it. I broke it. No! No! Now I can't even get it open. My trusty balm. My trusty lip oil. I'm forsaken. There's got to be a way I can like screw it back on and then screw it the other way. It's just kind of come off. How dare you? Evening ruined. Life ruined. How do you bring it? Okay, it's an oil. It's an oil. But this is supposed to be the top. But it... And now I can't get it off because like this entire bit is oily. Oh. I did it. I did it. I did it. Is that a Magnus? Space, the final frontier. Magnus is not a magnet. In fact, Magnus is a wisp of incredible power, having been here for 84 months of immortality. Talking of space age, who's your favorite character in Consider Flavors so far? Without spoilers, there was a character who I was really looking forward to getting to know because it seemed like they were signposted to be like a companion to our main character. And then something happened in the part that I just read, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess they're not a main character then. So I was a bit disappointed. I thought they were really cool. But, hey, maybe they're fine. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they are perfectly healthy, and all is well. We shall see. But thank you so much for 84 months. I will queue us up. If I can find it, there we go. Join! Oh, I need to change my outfit. This is very important. God. You can't change outfits whilst waiting for a duty? That's so rude. How am I gonna get my look sorted? Oh. It's happening. Ooh. Oh, it's very Ishgard so far. It looked like a Star Wars character. Oh! Whimsical music! I did not expect that. I was expecting something more threatening, but this is lovely. Well, well, well. Should you value your lives, you will quit this place at once. Now, be gone with you! As a tentacle man. Ooh! Oh, this is lovely. Okay, these are going to attack us. I knew it! See, never trust anything in this game. Never trust. Gonna try and do the correct AoE rotation now because chat taught me things. Chat taught me that I should cast like the arrow and the thunder as my main and then get the free cast on the impact. So it's kind of like the opposite of the normal rotation when you're doing non-AoE. I know things now. I remembered, I know. Whoa. Oh yeah, that definitely is not waking up. No, definitely not. It's a big boy! He looks like a Dark Souls boss. Tiny head though. Weenie. Beautiful music. It's very like classic fantasy. Nah, I didn't get to do my fancy combo. Can we claim this place afterwards? Yeah, can we have this as a summer home for the free company? Summer palace, you know, you need to have a winter palace and a summer palace. One for every season. I do feel like I'm on a Disneyland ride with this music. Like it's the kind of like jaunty medieval fantasy music you get on like a log ride. Except instead of cute little characters appearing, it's horrible sprites. What are these things? What even are they? Nasty. They're like little globules. Get out of here. One palace is a little pedestrian, yes. You need to have somewhere to spend the winter months, just for a change, you know. Because in the other house, you keep things covered with drapes during the opposite months. And then you come and shake off the dust. The servants will see to it, of course. It does feel a bit Disney, it does. The universe is telling me that I need to go to Disneyland. That's what it's telling me, clearly. To be fair, TikTok at the moment is telling me aggressively that I need to go to Disneyland. Like, every other TikTok that I see is a Disneyland post. And I'm just there like, how dare you? If you insist on making a mess of my palace, then you leave me no choice. Shadowbringers theme for the combat.
It is my favorite so far. Seeker of Solitude. I relate though. I mean, if I could, I would go and magic myself away to a solitary castle with familiars, like with a few thousand cats. Come, my lovelies. There is filth that wants cleaning. Oh no, we're gonna get broomed. The brooms are coming. So I'm guessing we just have to like stay out of the broom's sweeping range. Oh no, oh no, oh no. They're doing some aggressive cleaning. Go away, go away. Where's my gun? This really is Disney now, with the enchanted brooms. Okay, stack and then spread. I'm going in. Combo time. They don't do too much apart from brooms, though. They're not very intimidating. I'm not scared. Such pernicious stains you are. No matter. What are you gonna do? Get out the sif? I'm so scared. Simtenaha! Simate! Swish, swish, swisharoo! Of course, the magic broom spell is swish, swisharoo. Ah, ow! Ow! Okay, now I'm a little bit scared of the brooms. I'm stuck in the corner with the brooms! I'll come back in. Stack? Or is that a... Oh, it's a tank thing. There we go. There's the stack. And spread. Did you see me do the combo? Did you see it? Did you witness it? There we go. Ugh, insufferable. A lot of you. We really are. Hello? Why is this not a player house? I want this specifically as my own neighborhood with my own lavender gardens and fountains. This is beautiful! With wings of dreams I bar thy path. Just let me stay. It's all I need. Is this Nikki? Yeah, this is what I'm hoping the player housing in Nikki is going to be like. I really hope. Infinity Nikki are adding player housing and farming. They're also doing a crossover with Stardew Valley, which I don't know exactly what they're doing for that, but it seems like Junimo are coming into the world of Infinity Nikki. Also, I didn't know this, but apparently Stardew Valley, no matter what kind of collab they're doing, they never take payment for collabs. So Concerned Ape will only ever work with brands and games that he personally enjoys. And it's never a paid thing. It's always just like, hey, I like this game. Wouldn't it be cool if we did a crossover? There's no like money exchanging hands. Which is really cool. And I'm like, oh, Concerned Ape likes Infinity Nikki? That is a good mark of approval. I need to reinstall that game because I did have it on the Steam Deck and I had it in the days where there wasn't an official Steam version, so you had to kind of mod your own version of the launcher and do it in this really roundabout way where you have to go into desktop mode and then install a special file. And then they brought it out on Steam and I thought, oh, this is great. I don't need to use my weird launcher method anymore. So I uninstalled my weird launcher, installed the Steam version, and it just doesn't work. At least a couple of updates ago it didn't work, so maybe it will work now. Maybe I'll be blessed.
yes, Nikki would fit in here. So this is just one maid living alone in this castle. All alone, apart from their familiars. A sad life. Oh, it's a Porksy! I love Porksies! Why are we killing Porksies though? Like, can we not just... I'm just gonna choose to believe that we put them to sleep, they're just sleeping. We didn't actually kill the Porksies. Oh. Why, hello there. Come then, little ones. Let me show you the delights of my garden. Excuse me, one moment. There's something I need to check on this boss model. Wow. Wow. Whoa. 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 Okay, yes. This is officially an approved boss model. I'm very distracted now. How dare you, Final Fantasy? Why do you always have to make the baddies baddies? It's a real problem. What is going on? Okay, there's green circles, but there's some good green circles and there's some bad green circles, and there's seeds. Do we have to carry the seeds and plant them at some stage in the boss fight, maybe? Oh no, they just died. Okay, fair. Or maybe we carry the seeds out from the areas where they'll be watered. So the bits that spring up, all lush and new, we have to move them from there. Whoa! I actually really like fights with a bunch of different AoE, where you have to like move out and then move in, and then do the hokey cokey and then turn around. Like I like those kinds of fights. Like it's very satisfying when you get it right, despite me almost always standing in the AoE. Okay, so we have the seeds. Do we do anything with them? And then we're gonna get pushed in this direction. Woo! And the seeds get blown. Still don't know what's going on with the seeds. I assumed we had to like pick them up and move them, but they didn't take root anyway. With the seeds, if they're on the grass, they'll grow and spawn adds. Okay. So it's as I thought, keep them off the grass. Stay off the grass! So the grass are like the fed parts, and you will only feed them if they take root there. I feel like you got lucky on the last one though, because no one moved them. And they just got blown into a safe area. So it was fine. I shall bloom again. No, you shall not. You are very cool though. I like the color scheme too. Oh, she left. Oh, we can't appreciate her aesthetic anymore. She's faded from this realm. My god. My god, this is pretty. This is what my dream entrance hallway looks like. Complete with the purple flowers, obviously, and the gold and green. Good color scheme. My sofa is actually green. It's a greeny color, like that kind of green. I wasn't sure about it to start with, but I decided I was not gonna have like a grey hovel anymore, because like there was this phase of my existence where I was like, oh, maybe go for a grey or a beige. It just goes with everything. I'll go for grey. So I decided to try and move out of my grey era, so I now have a green sofa. could live here. I think I could survive somewhere like this. You know, it's alright. It's a bit, it's basic, isn't it? Deal with it. Green's a good colour, yeah! Also, green goes really well with, like, dark roots. So, the dream is to have, like, nice dark woods everywhere as well. Pretty. Oh yes, help yourself. What are they having? Jacket pataties? Wait, or are those bread rolls? Ooh, who's goose? Oh, finally, palatable dish. Oh, I say. This is absolutely divine. Be welcome, madam. I live to serve. Looks like they're having steak and chips with broccoli and egg. Either jacket potatoes or some kind of crusty bread roll. And soup. And gravy. And red wine. And a salad. Wow. Seems like a hearty meal. I wonder if this recipe is in the cookbook. I guess it's a very basic recipe. But making steak is an art, or so I'm told. You think that's a spud? What do you think, chat? Votes on whether this is a little baked roll or a baked potato. I don't know. I can't tell. Could be either. Oh, in the art gallery. Can they do prints of these? Because I'd buy them. I'd buy that. Take my money. I think it's bread. Spuds for short. Team Spud. I feel like it's intended to be bread. But it looks a bit like too plasticky and hard to be bread. So it's giving potato. Hey Callie, welcome on in. I'm good. We're back to MSQ, so we're back to all the main story. Back to potential emotional damage, but this is an elven palace that we're working through. Really cool. The cut on the top is too deep for bread. Yeah, I feel like that's an aggressive cut on the top. Like at that point, you're just massacring the bread if you've cut into it that deeply. You're letting all the heat out if it's like a freshly baked roll. We don't approve. Oh god. Oh my god. Sudden horse. Oh my god, that horse is built. He's built differently. He never skips leg day. Nor does he skip chest day. The horses in Final Fantasy I do find hilarious because they're like super muscly. I guess they're much more based off mythological unicorns, which if you look at some of the older style like medieval unicorns and like right up till Victorian era, they're painted like chunky, like they have really thick necks and they look kind of scary. They're kind of terrifying looking. So I feel like maybe that's where they got their inspiration. More than the conventional modern day unicorn, which is like, ew, so cute. To be fair, unicorns in real life are terrifying. Like, we have a real problem with unicorns in the Southern Elven Forest. And it's gotten to the point now where, like, there's warning signs everywhere. You don't walk alone after a certain time because they will just skewer you. They particularly like maidens. So, yeah. Few incidents of people just being run through by a unicorn. It's bad. It's bad. Really grisly way to die as well. They're very aggressive creatures. Those delinquent unicorn gang. It's a serious problem, I'm telling you. And sometimes they corner you and they'll circle people. And if people aren't aware, people just think, oh, horsey, you know? Yeah, that's what you think right before you get impaled through the chest. Very territorial. Very territorial. Pretty, except to dance. Ew. My caps lock is on. I'm trying to dance gracefully. Oh, there we go. Lovely. Little dance. You know what this place reminds me of? Karazhan from World of Warcraft, which was my favorite raid. Like, it's so cool. So it's this wizard's tower
but you start off in the stables and you defeat like the stable master, and they're all ghosts, like it's all ghosts from ages past that are left there, like the remnants. And then you go up a level and you're in the kitchens, and then you go into the ballroom and there's like a ballroom themed boss. And you go up again and there's like the bedrooms of the palaces, and then yeah, the dances in Karazhan. I'm trying to remember like what the actual boss was of that level. But there was a theatre at the back, and that was a boss. So it would randomize each time, and it would be a different fairy tale. So they had, I think they had like the Three Little Pigs. They had like a Dorothy-inspired boss as well, and it would randomize, and they would do the play, and then you would kill them at certain intervals during the play. And then yeah, it went all the way up to a chessboard, like a giant wizard's chessboard at the top. It was cool. I liked Karazhan. It was my favorite one. Ooh, cutscenes. Oh my. Who's this? You again? You've sullied these halls long enough. Come, Lugus. Our guests yet want for company. Oh, is Lugus gonna be giant fire elemental? Oh my god, it's Ragnaros! Now this whole place just feels like one big World of Warcraft reference. It's Ragnaros if Ragnaros was blessed with legs. Because Ragnaros didn't have legs. He's got proper thighs and everything. He's even got little flamey feet. The Chamber of Celestial Song. Oh yes, they have a theatre here too. Ragnaros got legs in Cataclysm. Wait, what? I played during Cataclysm. I did the raid with Ragnaros in. Since when did he have legs? That's a development. By fire be burned. By fire be purged. What is this? A curse? Some kind of curse. He's playing tic-tac-toe on the floor. Beware. Yes, set them alight with your undying flames. Burn them. Enveloped by hungry flames that will not be quenched until they have burned something to ash. Okay, not be quenched. I cannot be quenched. How do I quencheth? Was there something for me to interact with? All I'm seeing is a sofa. The sofa is the cure. Praise the sofa. It was like I was linked to Manji, but I wasn't sure why. Burn the really? That's the solution? Because I saw there was a grand piano and a plush sofa. Burn the furniture. They must burn something. They don't care what it is. Whether it's a sofa, an organ, gaming collectibles, a labubu, they'll burn anything. Okay. So as long as they burn something, it's fine. Monty tried to save me. Alas, 'twas in vain. Now I know that the sofa must be sacrificed. It's a random chandelier. I'll take the chandelier. How do I? Burn! Burn, chandelier, burn! Oh, it's very convenient that they all just kind of drop perfectly in time. It's nice of them. I am burning! It will not be quenched! Mummy's burning the piano. Oh no. There we go. A waste of a good piano though. Why did it have to be the piano? Why couldn't we have chosen something trash, like pop figures? I said what I said. Oh. What to burn next, we shall see. I've got some kind of link on me, I don't know what this is.
tank thing on Monty. He'll be fine though. Oh, we're gonna burn again. Facing us again. Oh, he really likes me. Fire. Oh. We may have pleased the Grand Mage. We've destroyed Ragnaros. Once and for all. Easy! Whee! Oh, the tentacle hands as well. I was secretly waiting for another blue fire to come up. Once I knew what to do with the mechanic, I was like, oh, please infect me again. I want to burn more things. It's fun. It didn't really take that much skill. You just had to be like, well, here's the nearest item. I'm gonna click it. Ooh, a wall-mounted cosmos decoration. I am gonna need this. Be transported to the majestic Grand Cosmos without stepping foot from your room. Need! Whee! My tether confused you. Wait, so that was something that you did? Does it like link our health and help heal me? Oh, I see! See, it looks bad, but it's good. It's like a celestial energy. Oh, very cool. It's got like strands in it too. Ooh. Well. Let's see what this mage has to say for themselves.
That was my fiercest familiar. Oh, impressive.
Was not expecting that voice. My God. I called it. That's not really them. But what are you? You're like an oliphant. Oh! It's one of those things. I remember those things. Look at their little noses.
Backlogue, 'tis good to see you again after all these years.
Well, there you go.
And judging by your vigorous greeting, I dare say the feeling is mutual. To be sure, a simple shake of the hand would have sufficed by way of welcome, but I shan't complain.
We enjoyed the near-death experiences. In fact, more people should consider that as a way of greeting their guests.
But you must be wondering as to the purpose of our visit. We come to beg your assistance in a most urgent matter.
Sake? Beg?
Our comrades' very souls are in danger. If we are to save them, we will need the benefit of your unsurpassed knowledge on the matter. Please, will you not sit and hear our plea?
Have some tea, mayhaps, in your fine drawing room?
Oh, how dare you! How dare you speak thus in my presence!
I love it! It's like, they said like, they looked at a picture of this character and been like, what would this character talk like? Oh, they got a big nose, and it's almost like the nose is sore, almost like they have a cold, so they're gone for like a really nasally kind of voice.
It was to escape such words of temptation that I hid myself from the world of men.
I don't blame you for hiding yourself from the world of men. Fair, fair. We'd all do the same if we could. Fun fact, Becklug's VA is also Triss Merigold? What? No way.
Well, I guess it's fun every now and then to do a quirky, strange voice that isn't just
Like a sultry mummy voice. Because she must do a lot of sultry mummy voices. Because, like, her voice is incredible and she does that so well. But, yeah, look at that. That's amazing. She's also Serena from Stormblood. I'm trying to remember all the characters. Serena being from the tribes, right? She has range. She really does.
You are sinners, one and all, and I swore never again to have any part in your affairs.
Oh, she's so done with us, and I don't blame her, to be honest. Fair, fair. Wants to keep to herself in her quiet castle.
I can only imagine what terrible events forced you into a life of seclusion. But I know that the Numo are a good and noble folk. It is not in your nature to turn a blind eye to the plight of those around you. And in treating with us, I am certain whatever mistrust you feel for man will begin to heal.
Sit. Stay. Uh-oh.
If you will not be satisfied, I suppose I could listen. After all, there's no harm in just... No, I mustn't. Not again.
No, the indecision.
The damn court mage seemed to have the best of intentions too, and countless innocents died for my naivety. Oh, you know not what you ask of me, what horrors my knowledge has wrought. I've seen some shit.
Refuse all you want. We won't lie down and accept defeat. We'll keep annoying you. You're not gonna get rid of us. We would never misuse it. I think that's probably the way to go, rather than just being like, we will get what we want, no matter what. No, we wouldn't misuse it. We're trying to use it to save people.
Would you wish only to save your friends? Nothing more? Yes, and then afterwards we're going to use it to achieve world domination, but you know that's just a side note, you needn't worry about that. Do you swear it? Yes. Fuck. Yes.
Oh. No.
I relate so hard to her. She's like, I just want to be left alone. I'm tired.
Oh, very well. I will hear your petition, but that is all. And I expect fitting payment for my troubles. £9.50 and a Greg sausage roll.
Commensurate with your contribution to our cause. No more and no less, I promise you. With that settled, might I impose upon you to join us at the Crystarium? I'm afraid the nature of my friend's predicament calls for absolute secrecy.
We should do it here. This is much nicer than your chambers. Sorry to say it, but this is amazing. We should absorb this place into the Crystarium. Oh, and we're making her leave as well. Oh, so mean. Yes, just save our friends, conquer Eorzea, the Guardian Empire, and the Far East. That's all, promise. No biggie. Not a big deal, really. This should be the new base of operations. I mean, we could just set up a crystal, and then boom, we've got extra rooms. There you are.
The others have gone ahead to the Crystal Tower with Beck Lug. For the record, I truly wish we hadn't had to resort to using such words when treating with them. I've ever sought to convince, not compel. Yet I cannot deny that a part of me is glad Oyanja shared his knowledge with the New Mu. Had he not, Beck Lug wouldn't be here. We coerced her, basically. Speaking of whom, we should hurry. To keep our guest waiting would only add insult to injury. Literally commanding her like a dog. You may now enter the Grand Cosmos with a party of NPC avatars. To make use of this feature, open the Trust interface located under the Duty menu. I've actually never done the companion versions because we always have Wispies here waiting. We mustn't delay here any longer, Astariel. If Beck Lug is to hear the truth of our travels in the first, you, of all people, should be present. And back to the Crystarium we go, for a very important meeting. But I see the campfire has already been set up here. Yes, I'm gonna warm my toes, or, well, with how this is going, set my toes on fire. Lovely, yeah, and my robe. I wonder if they'll pop up at some point. I have a low opinion of imperial decorators? Yeah, those imperial decorators. Don't trust him. Yeah, they're with the Empire. Oh, they're just talking through everything. The classic, I'm going to emote to catch you up on the story. I think I've realised why they scare me. They low-key remind me of Barney, and I find Barney quite terrifying. At least they're not purple.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me not only that the return of night was your doing? It was me all along! But that you hail from another world as well?
Yeah, I'm pretty cool.
Everything we told you, of the source, the shards, the 7 umbral calamities, all of it is true. I realize how fantastical it sounds, and I would not blame you for doubting our testimony. But given your expertise, you must surely have noted the peculiar nature of their souls.
Any other time and I would have dismissed your stories as balderdash and flummery. But upon closer inspection, 'tis plain their souls are far denser than is normal, and that they do not possess true bodies.
I love the word balderdash. Flummery is a good one. I've not heard flummery before.
Save you. Your body is your own.
Yes. These panties are my own too. I really need to change my outfit when I get out of this cutscene.
And your soul is the densest of them all.
She's calling me dense. Bit rude. I'm powerful, 'tis true. My body contains all of that energy. Easily.
As I said before, were it not for their heroism, the skies over Norvrot would still be awash with light. The realm yet at the mercy of Vorthri and the Sin Eaters. After all they have done for our home, seeing them safely back to their own, it seems the very least we can do.
But I don't want to leave.
Your tale is intriguing. Yes, very intriguing indeed. Simply to hear it is fitting payment in itself.
It would be crazy if at the end of Shadowbringers they said, right, we're sending you home. You can never come back again. You never come back to this zone ever again. There'd be like one dialogue box, like, when you move past this point, you can never return. Your soul is reuniting with your body. You can never do these zones, ever.
That would be wild, but also kind of cool. I don't think that's going to happen, because there's side quests in these zones that I haven't done, but still.
As for your friends, I can but agree. Their valorous deeds on behalf of Norvrant are deserving of recognition, of their own fitting payment.
You will help us then?
I will. I would see my knowledge put to good use for a change. I do have one condition, however. I am not the spry young Numo I once was. As such, I will require assistance in my fieldwork and testing.
Why do I feel like Alphino is going to be her little squire and carry everything around for her? He's already nodding.
Be our pleasure. We'll be labouring for our own benefit.
He's like, I know my place here. I know. It always ends up being me. Fine, I'll do it.
And now begin the fetch quests. She requires 10 extraordinarily rare crystals, which can only be found in ancient ruins, one for each of the civilizations scattered to the winds. And so we must go and do a different dungeon to obtain each of the crystals. And the dungeons are jealously guarded by ancient statues who have looked over the temple ruins for centuries. And so we have to convince them that we should be allowed in, which takes at least 10 stages of fetch questing. There we go.
Hey Cedric, welcome on in. So, do you whisper at the dawn? Sometimes. I have been known to. I mean, it's better than my sister who whispers at dusk. So, better than my great-great-grandmother who whispered at wind. That was an unfortunate name to have, to be fair. She was bullied her whole life. She had a wind problem.
You've spun quite a tale. But tell me, have you given any thought as to how you might return to your world? What if she remained as the Crystal Exarch? You know, she can keep an eye on everything. White aura sight, you say? An intriguing proposition. But one fails to account for the present state of your souls. They've become highly charged, likely as a consequence of having maintained tangible forms for so long. In such an energetic, unstable state, there is no telling what may happen to their souls within the aura sight. They could very well become immutable to transference, never to be restored to their bodies.
Then, would it be possible to force our souls into a state of dormancy prior to transference?
In theory, yes. But the soul is not a candle to be snuffed out and relit on a whim.
Well, that sounds ominous. What exactly would rendering our souls dormant entail?
In order to maintain a corporeal form, your souls constantly draw aether from your surroundings. This process must be halted, and the resulting surfeit of aether removed. Your minds would ultimately be separated from these faux bodies of yours, rendering you incapable of interacting with the world around you. A cruel fate under normal circumstances, but one which will be rectified upon your return home.
Oh, but what if something was to happen? Oh, this is just me, like, doing Dawn things and trying to guess the story. But, like, what if, as we returned back to the other world with their souls embedded in the crystals, someone took, like, one of them or several of them, and they took them away and they stole them? That'd be so bad. Be so bad. That would be such a plot twist, and then we have to go save them. reclaim the crystals. Because, yeah, being trapped inside a crystal would be terrible. Lifeless husks. Like those poor souls at the inn at Journey's Head, corrupted by sin eaters, their aether made stagnant by the light.
Corrupted? Stagnant? Might I see these unfortunate individuals?
Why? Do you think you might be able to help them?
I might, or I might not. But I shan't know for sure until I've seen their condition firsthand.
Then I would be glad to take you to them, on the understanding that you won't do anything which might increase their suffering.
It was my faith in man I lost, not in compassion.
Well, I see no need for all of us to accompany you. While you escort our guests to the inn, I will assist Oriange in creating the requisite oversight. I believe my talents would be better applied to that endeavour as well. Might I leave the three of you to assist Becklog as necessary? Let us make for Armor Ring then. Mog just screaming in the background.
Are you not going to make for Armor Ring? Meal, what is it? Do you hunger for meats?
I don't know, nobody's redeemed a treat redeem, so my hands are tied.
There's nothing I can do. Oh no, what an unfortunate situation we find ourselves in. Oh no.
I mean, I would give you a treat, but I'll get in trouble with my bosses, you see. It's impossible. It's an impossibility right now. Yeah. Albert! Hello, good to see you. Thank you so much for your soul. You know I will take very good care of it. Enjoy your immortality. Enjoy all those elf emotes. And I hope you're doing well. Welcome to FFXIV Friday and Final Fantasy. Have you ever played any of Final Fantasy Online? I feel like you'd love it. Although, like, the story is very heavy. Like, it's taken a while for me to get to this point, but it's a journey that's so worth having. If you don't know Elbat, fix this immediately. Amazing streamer. I could literally just listen to you talk about anything for hours. Like, hours and hours. Literally anything. So intelligent, so insightful, and, like, such a fun place to hang out. So if you haven't already, go and follow Elbat. Otherwise, I will put you in the dungeon myself. Isn't that right, Mog? Yes. 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 Auntie Elbat is here. Do you want to say hello? I don't know. Everyone can just see your ass right now. Do you want to show them your face? That is a face. You can't really see any of her, but you don't want cuddles, or are you thinking about it? You're thinking about it. You smell disgusting. Have you had some of that fish food? And not the good kind of fish food. Not the Ben & Jerry's, okay? Disgusting actual fish. A baby. This is my baby Moogle. My baby Moogle. Moggle Poggle, Queen Moggle Moo. Hello. She likes eating everything on my desk, including my microphone. And any drinks that I've gotten for myself, they belong to her. Stop seducing me, it's working too well. Please look after my soul, it's safe with me. You know, unless we have to technically power a soul transference here in the main story, in which case I might use your soul because we really like Taco Cat. He's really cute, so sorry, we might have to. Hey, Candle! It seems it's time for me to beg a boon of you once again. Ask, and I shall answer. It's a Candle soul coming back. And here I thought it was gonna be for something actually difficult to grant upon you. You know, I always get humans coming in like, oh, can I have unlimited money? You know, oh, can you give me 10,000 cats? But the soul magic, easy. Eternal life, you got it. I got you. I got you. Hey, do you mind?
Kat is not sure what to do, but she thinks the right thing to do is just walking across the desk endlessly. I really need to find you a spot here. So my new desk, which it used to be my little kind of editing perch that I had downstairs, but it's now my main desk in the new place. It's a lot thinner, so there's not as much room for her to loaf. So she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know where to sit. She's like, can I sit here? No, not enough room. Can I sit here? Also not enough room. So you need a perch, don't you? Yes, you need a throne.
Can you make me 21 again, please, Dawn?
I can do the opposite. I can make you 21,000, if that works. You'll be wise and knowledgeable beyond your time, but you will also be a wrinkled flesh sack. Does that work? I can do that. The eternal youth isn't so easy, you see. Like, I'm studying it, but generally it requires a power source. Usually that power source is human souls. She's on the PC! Don't get off the... This is a constant problem in my life. I need to fix this. The power button for the PC is right where she likes to put her paws.
Do you mind? My immersion, am I doing the MSQs? Do you mind?
Okay, we're fine. I need to disable that button. See, the other case I have, like my editing PC is great because the actual off button is on the side, so she can't press it. But this is perfect for pressing, isn't it? No, that is not a shelf. We've had this problem constantly. And I've been here like a month or so now, and she still doesn't understand that the top of the monitors are not shelves. She thinks she can jump on them and walk on them. It's like, no, they're not solid. And she looks at them like she's about to pounce.
Do you mind?
I also have cat hair in my lip gloss now. Thank you for improving my existence. Thank you. It's the thing with cats. The more you say no, the more that they want to be chaos. Indeed. They are pure condensed chaos. Thank you. Thank you. Well. Let's go and see what's going on at Journey's Head Inn.
And the little wrinkly lady is going to see if she can help us.
I haven't played Final Fantasy, but your voices are convincing me. I try to voice everything in the MSQ because, I mean, traditionally a lot of it is unvoiced. So a lot of A Realm Reborn, which is the first content you'll play if you're new to Final Fantasy, a lot of that isn't voiced, or like it's voiced in a very scuffed way because they're really old recordings. And then it gets to Shadowbringers, and I'm always really surprised when it's a voiced cutscene. It's like, oh, another voiced cutscene. They're treating us. But apparently that continues, and as we get into Endwalker and Dawn Trail as well, like most things are voiced. But for now, I get to have fun with the voices.
Voices.
So, this is Halric, is it? Yes. His etheric balance leans perilously toward the light. Toward stasis.
Oh, I forgot about him. He's just been here this whole time with his dead eyes. What do you suppose will happen to him?
Not too bright, are you, boy? The same as all poor souls corrupted by the light. He'll become a sin-eater.
You don't know that. We've defeated the Wardens and banished the light from the sky. Halric was completely unresponsive before, but now... So spooky. He's talking. There's some hint of a word there.
Then perhaps there is yet hope. If I may, there is a treatment I wish to administer to the patients.
What sort of treatment?
In the course of my studies of the soul, I once created a tonic which could temporarily stimulate the aether in one's body. After some refinement, it came to be used by the Knights of Vobert. Then, for far darker purposes.
That's what she was talking about before. Her magic being misused, her discoveries being used for evil.
Lest it fall into the wrong hands, I swore never again to make it. For their sakes, I will break that oath. She'll do it for us.
No worries, good to see you. Enjoy your lurk. There's such spoilerific content going on at the moment as well. If you're eventually gonna play Final Fantasy, avert thine eyes. Danger, danger everywhere.
It is not like to reverse the stagnation, mind you, but it should offer some measure of relief.
What if he just goes completely silent again and he's just like, forever? I like that these characters are brought back though, because I very much thought it was for just that moment during the storyline and then we'd never see them again. It's like, oh well, they died a horrible death. Just assume that they all suffered. But actually we have a chance to help them. Take this soul tonic. Healing upon you. What is this? Warmth I feel in my chest. It's working. She could have done this whole time and she was hiding away throughout the entire Shadowbringers storyline? Todden stares blankly at you. It would seem the tonic has no effect. Maybe he's too far gone. I guess maybe once they get beyond a certain stage, it's just a death sentence. Oof. I feel warm. And my legs, they don't feel as heavy. It's kind of working. No effect on the true emo. He was like, I'm already dead anyway. Don't even try to help me. I guess he just wanted to be left alone. Hey Rodare, Elder Scrolls 6! I mean, give me the next Elder Scrolls game right now. Right now. People keep asking me like, oh, what games are you excited for that are coming out? And I'm like, yeah, there's some things on the horizon, but can I just have Elder Scrolls, please? Even just like a little morsel of Elder Scrolls news. That would be enough for me. Enough for me. Anything. Anything more than that one bland cinematic trailer that they put out. Like, show me something that looks like a game. That would be great.
Ooh. Now then, have you noted any change in the patients?
A notable rise in body temperature and increased motor function. In most of the patients, at least. The more severely afflicted show no response.
As I feared, then. 'Tis true that with the restoration of night, the corrupting influence of light will no longer grow. And yes, their bodies will naturally return to equilibrium given time. But this holds true only for their corporeal aether. Their incorporeal aether, that of the soul, is not so easily mended.
Which is why those in the later stages of corruption, like Halric, appear unaffected by your tonic.
Precisely. The boy's soul is too far gone. His mind held together by the finest of threads. There is a chance he may one day recover, of course. But it could take years. Decades, even.
By the gods. He could wake to find himself an old man. A fine reward for his persistence. The opportunity to mourn the life he never had a chance to live. No. There must be something we can do. Look, I realize this is not why we petitioned your aid, but do you think it possible we could find a way to hasten their recovery? Maybe.
Nor do I think it's impossible that in treating them we might learn something of relevance to your own predicament.
There is hope. I thought she was immediately gonna go,
No, you cannot rush the magic of the soul. To do so would invoke terrifying consequences.
but she's like, yes, there's hope. Maybe there's a chance. I like the positivity. I thought she was gonna be very much a naysayer. What do we want? King salmon, creamy salmon pasta, or roast beef? Money. I want money. I'll eat my money. That is a horrifying thought, though, right? That he was afflicted as a young child, and then he might have a chance of defeating this. But even if he does, he'll wake up as an old man. So he'll be a child in the body of a frail old man who never had a chance to live. Surely there's something we can do, surely. It would kind of be really cool, though, if we worked on some kind of cure to expedite the process, and then he came back as a main character, like, at the end of Endwalker. And he's like, yeah, I'm back. Because we tried to heal him so many times and it didn't work. It's time for emotional science chat.
I suspect the Crystal Exarch has told you of my past, that I was once a mage of the royal court of Vobert, and that soulcraft was my field of study. The tonic you administered to the patients here is one of the fruits of my labors. I hope to do great things for the kingdom. But in the end, my knowledge brought only suffering, a plague the like of which none have ever seen. In the hands of unscrupulous men, what should have been my greatest triumph instead became my greatest shame.
You mustn't dwell on the past. But now you have a chance to redeem yourself. You could choose to believe that all of that bad happened for a reason. All of that bad happened so that you could do all of this good. Surely that's a better way to think about it. All of those decisions, all of those mistakes and failures led you to this moment.
That I do. The comforting thought indeed. But let us return to the task at hand. Finding a means by which we might revitalize these people's incorporeal aether.
Do you think it can be done?
While the sky is still ablaze with primordial light, I would call it an exercise in futility. But now we may have a chance. The method I have in mind will entail the conjuring of a familiar. They are able to amplify the energies poured into them, making them the perfect conduit for aether revitalizing magics we will ultimately employ.
If you're about to launch into a lengthy explanation of the metaphysics of your plan, don't bother. I'd rather you get on with what you're doing. Whatever it is that needs to be done. It's all the same to you. Whatever reagents must be procured, or spells invoked, I'll do it. And here I was thinking we were about to have one of those cutscenes where they're like, long ago, back when the kingdom was first founded, and she was gonna go into the science of it all. But no, Alice A wants to get shit done. We respect that.
I admire your spirit. Very well. Your first task will be to gather all the necessary materials. The purest of waters and the finest of clays, as well as a fey lantern brimming with pixie magic.
If you're convinced the resulting familiar could help the patients, fine. Alphino, the water and the clay will be simple enough, but I think you know what we'll have to do to get the lantern. You don't mean... The pixies took quite a liking to us before. If we humour them with our company, I'm sure they'll be willing to help us. Alfie's like, they're going to pull my ponytail again, aren't they? Why? Fine. We'll pay a visit to Ilmeg. Though I never thought you would be the one to suggest going back there.
I'm impressed you've been there at all, let alone befriended the Fae folk. Yes, we're going back to Ilmeg! I have to say, Ilmeg was my favourite zone in Shadowbringers, so I'm very happy to be returning there. Whimsical fairy fuckery, the finest place, yes! Oh, and very good music as well. Oh, while you're about it, seek out the Numu of Pla Eni. I'll be able to supply you with your suitable water for our needs. Right, let's get this over with, shall we? Alice is very aware she's on a fetch quest, but she will min-max the fetch quests. She will optimize the fetch quest and get it done fast. There still remains the matter of the clay. Might I prevail upon you to find it?
No, I want to go to the fairy zone. Don't make me go fetch clay with my bare hands. I want to go see the fairies. Damn it.
I want to go scarper in the mud for clay, and then they're going to go play with the fairies. Yeah, this seems like a fair distribution of workload. Clay from Armoreng would likely be best. Know you of anyone who might be able to assist us?
Yeah, I know some miners. The Twine. There are some scavengers at Mordsuk. I feel like the scavengers would be more willing to get on their hands and knees in the dirt. But the miners, I like the miners. They're cool. If I get the choice to go back to them, I'd choose them. Oh god, it's that place, isn't it? Emotional Damage Rock. I remember it well. I cried so much that stream. Jesus.
Yes. They'll be able to point you in the right direction, I'm sure. While you and the twins are occupied, I'll see if there's aught else I can learn of the stagnation which afflicts the people here. Very good, very good.
Is it Emotional Damage Rock? Yes, it's Twine. You did, and it was beautiful. That's one of my favorite Shadowbringers scenes. I think it's possibly my favorite, apart from like the final showdown with Emmett, which that was legendary. But yeah, it seems like such a small part of the questline, but it like really resonated with me at a really rough time in my life as well. My god. And it was just one of those perfect moments where it's like, okay, the universe is telling me what I need to hear right now. Like, oh, it was Final Fantasy saying, you are enough as you are. And I'm like, oh, emotional damage. You don't need to change. You don't need to be someone else. Like, you are enough. And yeah, I sobbed that stream. Very rightly sobbed. And Oriange, yeah, it being like Oriange, who is like, I guess I regard him as this very like stoic character. Like, I don't see him as someone who would show emotion that much. And the fact that he's having like this dad moment and giving advice, it just, oh, it got me. It got me. Did you notice that Emmett quotes the exact same line that the gremlin in the trailer does?
Wait, what does the gremlin in the trailer say apart from...
Like, I don't remember it saying anything else other than like making little goblin noises.
Astorial! Well, what a coincidence.
You've come at a good time. We've just this moment finished repairing the Talos and the trolley you lot took from Nabathareng. The trolley was no trouble, but the Talos would have been another matter, had we not had a visit from Master Chai. Chai Nuz! He offered us a share of the leftover building materials from the Daedala Stoneworks, as well as a few trade secrets to help us along.
Clever man, that Chai Nuz. He seemed pretty keen on the ideas I had for putting the giant Talos to work. Like a giant trolley, yeah. But Magnus still refuses to see all the good we can do with it.
Giant golem, giant trolley. I see no problem here.
You're entitled to your dreams, Derek. That doesn't mean you can go harassing our guests with them. Master Chai was just being polite.
Trolley!
Problem with the trolley, eh? Still haunts my nightmares.
I can't see the word trolley without seeing him. If you know, you know. And I'm sorry that you know. And I wish we were free. of that trauma. Something tells me Astariel didn't come all this way to talk about trolleys. What is it you need, friend? I see. And this familiar requires clay from Armorang. Well, look no further. If anyone can find some quality clay, it's us. Saying that, it isn't exactly a commodity nowadays. But there must be some lurking somewhere or other, waiting to be dug up. If I'm not mistaken, there was a time when they used to take clay from the Mountain Biran mines to make Adobe bricks. Adobe Premiere Pro? Adobe Lightroom? Adobe Photoshop? Interesting. I didn't know Adobe had stocks in Eorzean brick. Place is swarming with coyotes now, but if you're after the good stuff, you could do worse than look there. Swarming with filthy bleeding coyotes. Love a good coyote, me. Well, looks like we're going mining. There is a bit of fetchy questing going on, but I don't even mind it, because I get to revisit some of my old friends from the previous zones. It's cute. I like how they tie that in. So, like, I'm not even mad that we're going to fetch 10 clay right now, because I get to reunite with some people who are very important in the storyline, who I haven't seen for ages. I did want to go and see the fairies, though, so I'm a little bit salty about that. Why do the twins get to have all the fun? I have a feeling we'll catch up with them later, though, and they'll be screaming and having their little pigtails pulled and regretting their life decisions, so maybe I shouldn't be jealous. Fool, who are you? Nothing. He just stops himself before he says it, like, oh, I'm breaking the wall, can't do that. Nope. God, I miss Emmett's voice, like, he's so cool. I think he's possibly one of my favorite characters ever. Like, just the way that he is written is so good as well. And his voice work, like, it didn't, when I was watching those cutscenes, I think sometimes with voice acting you can very much hear that, like, this person is reading the lines, like, they're doing it very well, but they're reading the lines. But with him, it was like, I think that's a mark of good acting, if you can make it seem like your character has just thought of that thing before they've said it. Like, not that you're reading something off a page, it's like, oh, they've just thought of that. The character themselves is just saying this, and like, I never felt like he was just reading a script. And the wave. Maybe we'll get more flashbacks from him though, because I have a feeling there's still more that we have to learn about the Ascians. So much more. This music reminds me of the scene here. Reen. She wasn't Reen back then though, was she? She was a Minfilia. This was pre-transformation. You have no fights left to fight. No life left to live. Cue epic Shadowbringers music in the background. Damn. Still need to edit my Shadowbringers reaction video, by the way. Like, I still need to do that. Like, I literally I have the video file. It's there. But I still haven't had a chance to edit it. But it'll be nice to go back and watch that again, because some of the details from that final fight are just a cloud in my mind, because it was just too epic. The music was too good. All the visuals going on, so I feel like I probably missed some lore stuff because I was just like, what? I was gonna ask how that video is coming along. This is why I need to start co-working streams, because like, literally, then I could be like, we're doing co-working stream for a couple of hours and I'm editing this video during that co-working stream and I'm not getting distracted. I'm not doing other stuff. Thing is, like, most of the time I'm working on like videos for other people, which is important. Like, that's mainly my job now. Like, that's how I pay the bills. So whenever I have time to do my own content, I'm usually like, no, I just want to be a potato today. I just want to lie in bed and play on the Steam Deck. So I need to like factor in time to do my own stuff again, because I have grown a little bit lax with doing my own videos, and it's something I want to do more of this year. I'd love to do like proper YouTube videos again too. actually supposed to... Because this whole area is highlighted. Is it maybe around this rock somewhere? I also am sitting on probably hundreds of VODs at this point that can go up on the VOD channel. The people of the VOD channel are hungry. I logged into that account to check because I hadn't been on it for a few weeks since I moved. And I had a few videos that were scheduled to go out whilst I was away, and then they just kind of stopped. And the Baldur's Gate people are hungry. They're like, where are the VODs? Where are they? So more VODs are coming. We all need some downtime now and then. What? Resting? Why would you do that? That's not productive in the slightest. Gotta keep on the grind, man. But yeah, it's like I do really enjoy editing my own stuff when I get time to do it, but most of the time I'm like, I do not have beans to do this right now. I just spent like a solid 12 hours in Premiere Pro. I don't want to open that program again. I don't want to see that for at least another day. But yeah, I do really want to do co-working streams. I've wanted to do co-working streams for years. I never really had the setup for it because I was aware that most of my work is video editing and I need my PC to have 100% of the power to edit the videos. So I kind of needed almost like a 2 PC setup, and I've kind of got that going on because I've got my main stream setup here, and then in that corner I have my little editing PC. So we can just stream off of this PC and I could be actually working on that one. Hey Shizzles! Oh wait, thank you! It is Eorzea. It is Eorzea in all its glory. You can kind of see better on the sleeves as well. The shame is that, like, obviously it's a whole dress, but you only see this bit, but it goes on, and then you have like Lenosia and everything down here, and the Great Sea, and the Stormblood Zone. But yes, it's very comfy. Also, I'm so glad that it's now getting colder, so I can wear velvety dresses again, because I have a few like velvety soft fabric dresses, and I've just been avoiding them like the plague because it's been way too hot. Bring on the autumnal weather, I say. Long live the fall vibes. Do they go right into the mine? This seems like a bad idea. How crazy is it these days that we must feel bad if we haven't been productive in our free time? I refuse to feel that. That's true. It's tricky, I guess, with streaming as well, because a lot of the time I'm like, okay, if I have a free second, I should be using it to make social media content or make some kind of post. Like, I should be using this time. But then there is a part of you that also needs rest. And I can never keep up with the content goblin. Like, the content goblin always requires feeding. And at some point, I just decided to stop feeding it. Like, I don't post that much on social media now. I do the odd TikTok. Like, I know I need to do more TikToks, but like, I'm not posting as much as I used to, which is kind of bad in some ways, but then I'm also like, well, most of the time I'm focusing on actually streaming. I know it should probably be the other way around with how bad Twitch's discoverability is, but still. But yeah, it's crazy that everything's always about the grind, and it's like, you always need to be doing something, you need to be productive. Side hustle, make a side hustle. It's like, no, maybe just like enjoy existing for a while, like that's a healthy thing.
The twins have returned, and in one piece at that. I was convinced the pixies would turn at least one of them into a garden ornament. But no.
Alphinae would make a great garden ornament. A great one.
You have the clay, I take it?
Of course, we must do some things that aren't necessary. It's the silly things that aren't necessary that make living worthwhile. It's the things you think don't matter that do actually matter the most. Especially with humans. Like, I see this, like, you have such short lifespans, which is partially what makes your life so precious. You have so little time on this earth. But it tends to be that you focus on things the wrong way around. Like, the things that ultimately don't mean anything, you know? Like, it's those things that you think are silly and frivolous that actually are the most meaningful. So have fun. Have more fun, humans, okay? Do fun things. Play more video games. Beat yourselves up less about stuff.
I must also take my own advice on this matter. Do as I say, not as I do. All right?
I generally find streamers through their VODs on YouTube anyway, so I feel like, at least for me, people could never post on social media again and I'd still find them. That's really interesting, because I always assumed that people would only go and watch a streamer's VODs if they were already familiar with a streamer, or if they knew them from elsewhere, because when you sit down to watch a VOD, like, there's like 5 hours or whatever of them playing a game, so you've got to be pretty sure that you like them. And it's not edited, so it's not like you're going to get a quick idea of what their personality is, what they're up to. Like, it's just the whole stream. So I'm really glad, though, because we have had a lot of people find the channel through VODs as well. Through the Dragon Age series, Mass Effect, through Baldur's Gate 3. Like, holy heck, there's so many people watching the Baldur's Gate 3 VODs. And I'm like, I did not prepare for this. Like, in those days, I still didn't cut out breaks from the streams. I just kind of chucked them on YouTube. So I never expected like hundreds of thousands of people to watch that VOD. I guess VODs are like good background noise as well, right? Because if you're watching an edited YouTube video, generally you've got to be attention on the screen watching it because everything happens so quickly and all the content is like mushed into like 10 minutes. Whereas if you put a VOD on, it's kind of like listening to a podcast because like there are random chatty bits in between. There's some like main story stuff going on. There are some exciting moments, but then in between it's just chill. So yeah. YouTube just goes, hey, that person reacted to specific patch or just some bit of Shadowbringers, and there I am, hours deep. I can watch VODs sped up though, that helps. I understand most people at 2 times. Oh, the weird thing is when you get to the stage where you can understand what someone's saying at like 4 times or 5 times. It's weird. The only people I can do that with are myself and Kevin. I can watch Kevin at like multiple times speed because I've been editing for him for like 2 years now. So I know his voice really well. So I'm generally like, yep. To anyone else it sounds like, but I know what they're saying. Yeah, magic powers. I feel like I should label more of my VODs as like reaction to, rather than like Shadowbringers Part 9, you know? Because like, if you're specifically looking for a reaction to a big moment, you won't know that it's in Part 9 that big moment happens. So I probably could do better like thumbnails and stuff and more clickbaity titles of like, oh, I can't believe this thing happened. You should do that for the finale. Yeah, I think I will just do like finale for the final one. I have so many great thumbnail faces just naturally in that video. Like there's the whole like YouTube PogChamp face. I'm like, but I just made them naturally whilst looking at what was on the screen. Like I didn't even intend. And literally, there's literally like a frame where I'm like, and it looks so clickbait, but it's real. You won't believe what this Ascian did, OMG, with the mouth open shock face. The Ascians! Exactly, it's perfect. Oh yeah, if you put any sort of Graha or Emmet related thing, the algorithm is like, I must tell the hordes, alert the Final Fantasy fans.
Wonderful. We need but combine the clay and the water, and then heat the mixture with a fey lantern. After that, it will be a simple matter of settling upon a suitable form, and performing the necessary incantation.
Beklag, I have a question. In the event that we need this spell, and you aren't around, would it be possible for another to perform the incantation?
Assuming they possess the requisite skill, yes.
Alice is just like, thank you, and then stabs her. She's not quite that mean.
Harrick and the others...
Oh, it's Alice. Halric and the others have suffered so much, and I swore to do everything in my power to save them. If there's a chance this spell could do that, I would be the one to invoke it.
Mayhap you should be the one to do so.
I'm guessing her soul is maybe in some way linked with theirs, because she put so much time into trying to heal them.
A deep understanding of the subject's physical state, combined with a strong desire to help them, can drastically increase the magic's effect. And you are plainly more familiar with these people than I.
I dare say there are few in all of Norvrant more dedicated to finding a cure. Is that not so, Astariel? Can I say, no, she'd be trash for this job? Absolutely, she's the best woman for the job. Very few. But if aught should go awry, I'll see what I can do. I'm just gonna trust in Alice. She can do this, I believe. I'll give it my all. For Halric. For Tesleen. No, Tesleen! Don't bring up Tesleen!
Then we're all of a mind on the matter. Alice shall be the one to conjure the familiar.
Good luck. That's all I can say.
Let us begin.
Oh my god. I'm always so surprised when they start actually speaking. Because not all of the cutscenes are voiced. So it's like a jump scare every time one of the characters opens their mouths and a voice actually comes out. Final Fantasy, give me some warning. God.
I trust you've prepared the clay?
Yes. Sticky, sticky clay.
Oh. Doesn't look very prepared.
Very good. Now, I would have you sculpt for me a porksy.
A healing porksy. A healing piggy. She's gonna be like, I'm not an artist, bitch.
Plump, with floppy ears and a short curly tail.
Do I look like an artist to you?
A porksy. I think I know what you mean.
What if she just, like, makes the most cursed blob? And we all have to be like, yeah, that looks like a porksy. Yeah. I didn't know you were artistic. I hope you played with Play-Doh.
There we are. How's that?
Let me have a closer look. What is that? It looks like Mr. Potato Man from Toy Story.
It is certainly creative. There's no denying that.
Definitely. I like what you've done with the lips. Very nice. She's gonna be like, fine, you have a go,
Yes, I'm no artist. Very funny.
Pay him no mind, child. Though it may look like a grotesque parody of reality, it is what the invoker believes that matters.
It's the thought that counts. Literally. He was made with love. It's so cursed. It does look like Mr. Potato Head. I think it's the lips. You know what it looks like? It looks like Bing Bong. It does look like Bing Bong. It's the side lips. Bing Bong also has the little side lips. Bing Bong! From Peak! It's Bing Bong! In his true form. I didn't know you'd made it to Eorzea, Bing Bong. Your travels certainly have brought you far, my friend. Bing Bong. Bingo Bongo.
You're not helping.
Sorry.
But I speak the truth. If successful, this incantation will turn imagination into reality. It's true. Which is why the only thing of import is what you believe this figure embodies. You must focus. Hold the Porksy's image steady in your mind's eye.
I see. She's like the very kind art teacher who, you know, looks around, is like, that is utter shite. But I'm going to say that I see something expressionistic in this. Yes. Yes.
Think happy
Now
thoughts.
then, as I taught you, relax and allow your energies to flow.
It's gonna be really hard for her to relax whilst Alfie is giggling in the corner. I think we should banish him for now. If he can't behave, he can't stay here. We're trying to heal sick children.
With flesh of clay I bid thee rise, on wings of dreams to touch the skies. What once was idle fantasy, I call forth to reality.
Oh! It's perfect! It even has eyelashes. Did I ask thee,
Not
my
bad
maker,
for a first attempt.
to mould me poxy from clay?
Now, let us see what can be done for young Halric.
I want a poxy in real life.
Through the operation of the magics you invoked to animate this familiar, it is now replete with the energies required to stir the boy's soul.
What's it gonna do? Envelop the boy's face with its giant ears?
You need but give it a name, and it will do as your heart desires.
A ping pong. Like Bing Bong, but pig themed.
A name.
She's really thinking about it. I bet she'll choose something basic like oink oink.
All right, I've decided. Now,
Jeff.
go, Angelo!
Angelo! Oh, I see, because she was like Michelangelo, sculpting this perfect creation. He feels the warmth, like the others. Is he saying mama?
Mother, I...
No, he's having to live all of it again. His mother didn't make it, did she? I seem to remember he came here all alone. He okay? Mother. You did it, Alice. How is he? Back lug. Did it work?
I believe it did. You and your fledgling familiar have done well. If my eyes do not deceive, a hint of colour has returned to his soul.
God, I would jump for joy if I weren't so exhausted. We're so close now, Halric.
As you are even now in the process of discovering, this magic asks much of the invoker. What you may not have realized is that the same is also true of the subject. As such, we must proceed with caution. However, with further treatment, I have the utmost confidence that the boy will make a full recovery. Observing the reanimation of his stagnant soul has been most enlightening. I will need time to put my theories to the proof, but I believe I can fashion a spell to produce the opposite effect. That is, to induce stagnation.
Thus enabling our safe transport back to the source via aura site. A thought occurred to me about this treatment. Becklug said when the soul is rendered dormant, the mind is separated from the body, that a person becomes incapable of interacting with the world around them. Does that not sound a lot like some of the tempered back in the source? Not really. It is the fate of most tempered to become slaves to prinals, save in a handful of cases. Or am I missing something? If I can master this technique, the art of revitalizing the soul, I know of at least one in the source who could desperately use such a treatment. Gaboo! Gaboo! Exactly. His condition is uncannily similar to Halrick's, is it not? The only difference being that his soul was suffused with earth-aspected aether instead of light. It follows that if his soul is subject to a similar kind of stagnation, there may be a chance we can save him, right?
Forgive me, but who is this Gaboo fellow of whom you speak?
Lil Gaboo!
Ah, I see. His condition does sound similar.
Yet there is so much and more about the soul that remains unknown even to me.
I say this not to discourage you, but to remind you that this is delicate work we do here. Work requiring patience.
And if we rush, we could harm both sides of the process, because it takes so much energy from both people. Of course. And as long as there is hope for the patients here, I will devote whatever time is needed to see this through. But I refuse to spend that time in idleness. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to stay here with Angelo and continue with their treatment. The two of you should return to the Crystarium with Becklug and see if we can't make some headway with their newly posited theories.
I would tell you to rest first, but I see you're not convinced. Ah, the fire of youth.
Let us return to the Crystarium then. Finally, I found you! Huh? Who's this? Who's this? Oh, Catboy! Kaisha! What are you doing all the way out here? There's trouble back in Yormore. Lady Chai's beside herself, sighing, pacing, a whole lot. Near enough begged me to go find you. Sighing and pacing, you say? It must be urgent. I take it I'll be returning to the Crystarium alone. Go on then. It's not as if I had anything for you to do. Thank you, Becklug.
Off she goes,
Tottering away. Sorry for bothering you and all that, but she says the future of Yulmore's at stake. Is she being over dramatic? Like, knowing her, it might be something tiny. It might not be that bad. It might just be like someone put the wrong color curtains in her drawing room. I don't know. Could be. Ah, your little porksy. Cool bacon bits. Tastes like bacon. Nice bacon and clay taste the same to you. No! Don't you dare be making bacon references around Porksies. Thank you so much. I will treasure him. And I will not call him Bacon. I will call him Jeff. There we go. The bacon bits minion. Oh dear. My little Porksy. My little Porksy, my little Porksy. Isn't the world a twisted place? And here you go. You're safe with me now. No one's gonna make bacon of you.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, and the little boinky tail. That's adorable. And those dead, soulless eyes. No.
My name is Jeff.
Jeff is a good name for cute little chubby adorable things, as Marvel Rivals has taught us. Lady Chai's up in the parlour. Best not keep her waiting, eh? Guess so, guess so. Lady Chai tea. I do say. Oh, night-night, Callie. Aw, you too. Right back at you. Hope you have a good Friday. I'm probably way too late because that was before the cutscene, but have a good one. I've done some research. Oh. And apparently, she is not her. Apparently that Sin Eater was just a famous beehive songstress. Wait, what did I miss? What did I miss? Beehives? Nowhere to turn. Oh, back to Yulmore. It's been a while. Just some chats about Sin Eaters and their previous lives. I see. Love a Sin Eater. What? Sudden Yulmore! Unexpected Yulmore! Hello! That was very loud. Just a full orchestra with no warning. But it is charming, I must say. Now that my soul has left my body, I'm enjoying this waltz. This is such a lovely track. It is. It's so good. I want to live in Yulmore. Well, naught seems out of the ordinary here. Though I do not see Lady Chai anywhere. Probably pacing around outside again, staring off into the distance and all that. Sighing. Strange. Let's see if we can find her and discover the source of her distress. I had an interior decorator come, and I told them we were going for light pastels. And then I return home to see that there's a burgundy carpet. I told Chandata, I told him this is the worst day of my life. It's probably that kind of thing. I wouldn't be surprised. I actually wouldn't be surprised. Whilst I'm doing important things in the main questline, no less. Wait, where are you actually going? Lower level. No, there cannot be. So it is up here? Somewhere? There are some stairs. Hey SP, welcome on in! Happy Friday. Happy FIFA Friday, no less. Oh, there she is. She's pacing. She's pacing. Been a long time since I danced any waltz. I don't think I've ever waltzed. This is a mistake. Clearly, I need to go to a masked ball or something. Not the pastels. No. Julia.
Oh, thank heavens you're here.
Oh, she speaks. Oh, I'm so glad.
Lady Chai, whatever is the matter?
Oh, and why are you wearing a fur coat in this weather? It's a crime against fashion.
I knew not where else to turn. Oh, this is all too much for my poor heart to bear alone.
Oh my God, are you okay?
Alone? What of Master Chai?
That is the very reason I summoned you. He's gone.
No.
What? What happened?
Are you sure he didn't just get tired of the marriage? You know it happens, especially to noble men. Their eyes wander. They see a beautiful, big-booted cat girl, and they're gone over the hills.
It all began after the events at Mount Gulg. With Lord Vorthry out of the way, we all agreed that a new leader must be chosen.
Oh no! Everyone thought he did such a good job that they were like, you can be in charge. And now he's balked at the idea of being a figure of authority. He's got the self-doubt again. We gotta go and cheerlead him.
And so
China's and his crippling anxiety. Oh no.
Yes, well, sort of. Not a single person volunteered to stand, you see. After a lifetime of leisure, we free citizens have grown somewhat indolent. Readapting to the harsh realities of life is trying enough, but to take charge of a broken city as well? No one wanted such responsibility.
It's just so much work, you see. Oh.
Nevertheless, Yulmore could not well do without a leader, and so we decided that anyone and everyone should be considered a candidate. And after we cast our ballots and tallied the votes, the mayorship fell upon my dear husband.
Oh no, not only work, but a democracy. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, given the manner in which he orchestrated the construction of the giant Talos, none could deny his leadership qualities.
But even before then, he had proven himself at Daedalus Stoneworks, don't forget. He is more than qualified for the role. The perfect choice.
But no one took into account what he actually wanted. Everyone decided for him. I doubt, given the choice, if he would have put himself forward for the role. I'm just saying. You know, he's a shy man. He's a shy man. We just sold our house today. Nice! Celebrating with an adult beverage and some Final Fantasy for Friday. Oh, congrats! I know that isn't an easy process. The elven parents just went through all of that, so I feel your pain. It takes a long time, and then you think, oh, we found a buyer, and then they pull out, and then, oh, you find someone else, and then, oh, the chain breaks again. So congrats. It's a thing to celebrate for sure.
Indeed. I told him as much when his victory was first announced. But perhaps I was too forceful in my attempt to encourage him.
Oh dear.
For shortly after that, he vanished without a word.
No, you have to be gentle with him, you see. I've done it several times now. You need positive reinforcement, but you don't want to overwhelm him. You can't smother him, you see. I know the ways. Oh, don't cry. No, please don't cry. Oh, my sweet dear. Oh. Give him a
You
hug.
believe he was so daunted by
Alfredo.
the burden of leadership that he felt compelled to flee? Please, Lady Chai, dry your eyes. Your husband does not strike me as the sort of man who would abandon his duty, much less his beloved wife. There has to be some other reason for his absence.
He really does love her. Like, it's so cute, the scenes they have together.
You truly think so?
No.
What about you?
I'm sorry to say,
What do you think has become
I've
of my
just
husband?
seen him in Costa del Sol, and he's doing lines of coke off of Catgirl's booties. I'm sorry to say it. I thought him a better man, but his tastes have become dangerous. I don't know, but whatever it is, he won't have fled. Yeah, just reassure her he would never do that. He's lovely. He's really lovely. He's really lovely. And he loves you, okay? And he's just intimidated by the idea of responsibility. He doesn't believe in himself enough to think that he could ever accomplish something like this. But what he doesn't see is how far he's come. He's not the same man as he was at the beginning of the Shadowbringers story. No, he's coming back.
And there you have it, Lady Chai. You needn't worry. Master Chai loves you more than all the world, and he will return.
He didn't even leave a note.
Wherever he may have gone, rest assured we will find him.
He must have been so terrified for him to not even say, "My love, I'm going away for a while." Like, you think he would have at least left something for her because he knows that she would worry. Maybe he's realized he's into bunny girls now, not cat girls. It's true. The length of her ears was just not enough in the end. Not enough.
Thank you, my dear boy. You have set my mind at ease. I will trust in my husband and await his return.
But we're assuming that he ran away. Maybe he was kidnapped. I don't want to tell her that, but, you know, you never know. You never know. The accent though, oh, it's so lovely, isn't it? Oh, oh, give me your money, woman. I'm not having your salad or your beverages you're trying to offer me. I want your money. It's the only thing I'm here for.
It makes no sense for Master Chai to have left without a word. But even if he had, he would not have done so unobserved. Someone here will know something, I'm sure of it. We should split up and inquire as to whether anyone saw him leave, or, failing that, if they have any idea where he might have gone. I'll meet you at the Glory Gate to compare notes later on.
Ah, the Porksy is perching. Look at him. Oh, I didn't know they had a little perch emote. That's adorable. I love it so much. Thank you for my Porksy. I was blessed. I was blessed.
Your money, but you don't have any. Well, she does.
She does?
She's very rich. One of the richest people in Yulmore.
Very successful business they have. Very successful.
Oh, I love the outfits. Oh.
Master Chai? Why, yes, I spoke with him recently. Though I recall he was in a rather dour mood. Concerned about Yulmore's neglect of industry, you see. With Lord Vothry's apparently inexhaustible stores of meal, and no great need for money, it's little wonder our businesses were all but forgotten under his rule. But I assured Chai-Nuz that the Boutique of Splendors will do all it can to contribute to the revival of trade here in Yulmore, which seemed to satisfy him. He took his leave soon after.
Your exchange with Mauen has taught you about the stagnant state of business in Yulmore. Oh no. Because people aren't desperate anymore. No one's making any sales. The peasantry have risen up. Oh no. Can I go down here? Must be the understory. I'll take a lift, thank you. Yes, please. Proceed to the butt, yes, please.
There's a Porksy mount too. I think I've seen it because there was a promotion they did, and I got some codes from Square Enix for Porksy mounts, and we gave them away during War of the Wisps. I have one left though. I have one left. I saved one for a special occasion. Looking for Master Chai, are you? Is something amiss? When I last saw him, he seemed ready to collapse from exhaustion. I insisted he rest and catch his breath, and we talked for a while about his concerns over the city's defences, amongst other things. He made more than a few valid points. Many of our men are still recovering after your confrontation with Lord Vothry, and finding General Ranjit in a heap in the middle of the plaza shook us all to the core. The man commanded no small amount of loyalty, and some of our longest-serving soldiers seemed lost without him. Indeed, a number of them left. Not that I blame you, of course. Without you and yours, we'd still be blind to the error of our ways. Anyway, funding permitting, I proposed replenishing our ranks with volunteers from the derelicts and Gate Town. Poor people! In the guard! Unheard of. Shocking. We have a duty to protect not only Yulmore, you see, but the surrounding regions of Clusia as well, with all the smelly peasants. And I, for one, would welcome any man or woman willing to take up arms for that cause. Indeed, I told him as much, and he seemed relieved to hear it. It was on that note that we parted ways. He headed outside, as I recall. Your exchange with Cornen has taught you about the perilous state of Yulmore's defences. Oh no! Oh, so these problems were just piling up more and more. And then probably by the time he got to the final problem, it was just too much. It was just too much. He legitimately has anxiety. Like, that is sometimes how anxiety works. Like, you have like a base level of anxiety, and then like a few things happen, a few life events, a few mild inconveniences, and you're like, oh my god, I am one mild inconvenience away from a full breakdown, and then boom, it happens, and you're done. You're done. I mean, it's literally like my therapist describes it as like a tank.
Like it's a tank that is like filling up with water. And it's like, if you don't have anxiety, your tank is always like, you know, there's just a little dribble in the bottom. But if you have anxiety anyway, it's always like half full. And then the more things that pile in, that's more water in the tank, more water in the tank, until finally it just bubbles over and explodes. So, yeah, you gotta manage the water levels. Manage the water levels. I wish I had a leaky tank. That'd be good. I'd like that. That'd be useful. Oh, can I take the Aethernet? I'm lazy. Oh, it's there, okay. Up in Glory Gate. I remember being very determined to get the Porksy Mount, but then I noticed their drinks are like 500 calories each. Oh, from the collab? Yeah. And you had to get, I think, 3 of them in order to get the Porksy Mount. So there were people buying way more drinks than they needed. It's like, there's no way you were gonna drink all of that, but you just wanted the Porksy. I technically have a code. I think it still works. That's the thing, like, some of the old codes that I have saved, I've saved them for a special occasion, like a special giveaway, like if you have like a special milestone or something, but I don't actually know if it has an expiry date on. So if I make a big deal of it and I'm like, we're doing a giveaway for the Porksy Mount, and then someone wins and they put the code in and it says invalid code, then I would feel so bad. But I do have one. I have some ancient codes banging around. There's still people living down here. Oh, he got donated a nice chair, so that makes it okay. Aye. Yeah, I recall the man fitting that description. He asked to speak with the poor buggers lately come from White. Said he wanted to know the state of things down in the derelicts, and you could be sure we gave him an earful. Lack of food, medicine, clothing. Ugh, there was plenty to tell. We hunt high and low for whatever we can scavenge, and it's barely enough to fill our bellies. But folk here don't want to just survive, they want to thrive. When he heard that, he started mumbling to himself. Something about finding us work, I think. Fair play to him, though. Not content having his ear chewed about the derelicts, he asked about some of the other settlements and all. After that, I can't really say. Looked like he was headed for Gate Town when I last saw him. Your exchange with Hathenbet has taught you about the poor living conditions in Calusia's downtrodden. Oh, I say. You've learnt about the poor, the down and out, filthy peasants. I don't know how this is really going to change. Like, are we to believe that suddenly they're just going to build everybody houses down here? I'm sorry, but I don't have that much faith in humanity. Like, they were really benefiting under Vothri's rule, and business was booming. And now they're like, we have to build houses for the poor. Shit. Oh, shit, we were eating people. Oh, well. They were literally eating people. Oh. The plebs. Ah, there you are. How did you fare? Have you learned anything about which we might offer a clue as to Chai's whereabouts? Oh, yes, I have these very badly written scraps. It's effed up. Yeah. Turns out that, like, this bread that everybody was eating, that was supplied to them in plentiful qualities and tasted amazing. Yeah, that was people. Yeah. Well, technically the poor people were eating other poor people. I don't think it was fed to the nobles that much, because they already had plenty of food. Some of them maybe enjoyed some meal, though. Interesting. He apparently paid a visit to the Queen Bee as well. Oh, the club! I do remember a brief visit to the club. Can I go there? I'd love to do more there. I want a club night. Cianto is getting the club night started. Thank you so much for 47 months!
months of immortality. Is this the real dawn, or is it just fantasy? One might say the final fantasy. But thank you for 47 months. Good to have your soul. I will keep it safe. As always, I will guard it well. You did say you cook meal at some point. Well, here's the thing. It's in the Final Fantasy cookbook. And I flicked through it. Like, before I'd played Shadowbringers, I think I was still in Stormblood. I flicked through it and I was like, oh, meal. Oh, some bread. We could do that. Bread's good. It looks like fairly basic bread, though. Thankfully, I didn't read the description, but there is literally a description in the book of meal as well. Like, this has an interesting aftertaste. No. They discussed the possibility of granting admission to customers from outside Yulmore, an idea to which the proprietor was surprisingly receptive. Sounds like he's got big plans for the place. Yulmore, I mean, not B. Perhaps. But the question remains, where did he go after leaving the city? Where indeed? Or maybe he felt so bad about all of these people down here that he went to go and help more of the villagers, and that's actually where he's gone. And he'll come back with even more people who need help. He realized he wasn't doing enough, despite trying so hard. All we know for certain is that Master Chai has shown great concern, not only for Yulmore, but its surrounding settlements. It seems logical, then, that having consulted within those city walls, he would wish to do the same to those without. Astariel, if you'd go and make inquiries in Right, I shall do likewise in Stilltide. Gate Town I leave to you, Kaisha. Fair enough. Where shall we meet after it's finished? Or can we go to the Queen Bee, please? Well, top rung would seem to me his most liked destination. Let us reconvene there. With any luck, one of us will have stumbled upon him by then, but if not, we will all be well situated to continue our search. Alfie wants to go to the club, 100%. Alfie's downing shots at the Queen Bee. Off we go then. Investigations. To Calusia. Where was this place? Ah, okay, right in the middle. Right in the middle, right. This town is... Laugh! Thank you! Ha! Yes! A single laugh! One chortle! Thank you! Yes! Yes, my soul is fed now. Haste a lot. Sir Haste a lot, I see. No, name doesn't ring any bells, but there was a rather dapper-looking Mistel gentleman here not long ago. Said he wanted to talk about relations between Right and Yulmore, or rather, lack of them. Oh, he's being a little ambassador now. This is so cute that he actually cares. We lost a great many people to their promises of meal and a chance of a lavish life among the free. And Vothri thought to take even more from us, conscripting the few able-bodied men we had left to guard his paradise. I needn't tell you what happened when the Sin Eaters came. Such things are hard to forgive. But Vothri's gone now, and we're curious to see what will become of Yulmore in his absence. That's what I told your friend. Chai Nuz, was it? And I'm sure the others said the same. Not what he wanted to hear, I suppose, because he left soon after that, and that was that. I think he's just gathering the state of everything and going around to see how messed up everything is. Because he feels so responsible for all of it. So he's like, let me help. But first I must do a full risk assessment. See what's happened throughout the region. Oh, this music. Oh. Tell me why I'm nostalgic already when I just finished Shadowbringers. Like, why do I walk through these zones and I'm like, oh, I remember those times. Oh, back when I were young. Like, it was like 6 months ago. Like, come on. Although I've been playing Shadowbringers for a while. I'm a slow player. Some people must have zipped through this in like a week. Oh, the lift. The great lift. Because it was awesome. I really did like Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers is my favorite so far, 100%. You started last September, almost a whole year ago! Seriously! Oh my gosh! Phew. How does time go so fast? What is going on? Well, we've been a good case study in seeing how long it takes to play a whole Final Fantasy expansion when you read everything out loud and you play mostly once a week. Because most of the time, it's just for Friday. Although we had some cheeky bonus streams in between. Cheeky bonus. And I know most people, whenever they started Shadowbringers, just playing the game, they must have played every single day. Like, not able to keep away. Stormblood took a lot longer. I don't know what happened with Stormblood. What happened in the middle of Stormblood that made us take such a long break? I feel like there was some other massive game release or something happened. So, he paid a visit to both Wright and Gate towns as well, did he? Baldur's Gate? Oh, yeah. I blame Baldur's Gate. Fully blame Baldur's Gate. I see. Kaisha and I glean much the same. He seems determined to salvage what goodwill might yet remain among the settlements of Calusia. The only place he has left to go being Amity. Oh no, they're gonna shiv him in Amity. They were really angry in Amity. Come, if we're quick, we may yet catch up to him. Turn around! They hate you! I think this was one of the places where they had the most ill will towards Yulmore. I seem to remember the peasants are particularly angry. Faster, PT, faster! Wave the noodles with more determination! We must make haste! Speed! Oh, hydrate has been redeemed. Cheers! I'm still going on the same iced coffee from the beginning of stream. It was a decaf iced coffee before anyone's like, it's 10 PM dawn, you crazy woman. It's a nice decaf. Love that. I can imagine you riding through the fields on a unicorn. I have a unicorn. Here's my unicorn. My literal unicorn. And it sparkles. No taxi service this week. They're on strike. They're on strike. Eorzean Union of Taxis. Big strike action going on right now. They said they weren't being paid enough. Well, they said they weren't paid at all, which is a lie. I tried to pay them. I tried. I gave them a pastry once. Didn't even appreciate it. No. Ungrateful. Ungrateful wretches. Where am I going? I think I've gone to the wrong place. Ah! Oh god, that's a long way away. Wait. The opposite direction. Okay. Down we go again. Well. Lolly-hoo! 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 She doesn't need a taxi for every 5 feet, but my feet become scuffed. Besmirched with dirt. It's not a life I can face living. Where am I going? I swear the marker just... Oh. Okay. In my defense, right, if you're this far zoomed out, it doesn't even show you the marker. You have to be zoomed in that far. Because Amity has a big marker for some reason. What are these fates we keep running into? So the fates are like the open world events. So it'll be like, kill this many creatures in this area. And then it's like a group event and everybody who participates gets a reward. Or there'll be like a big kind of mini boss fight in the area. But it always makes the most dramatic music when you jump into it. I remember being completely new to the game and being terrified every time I ran into a fate by accident because it's like... Oh no, the concerning me. It's him! I didn't realize. My good boy. What's going on? Astariel, Alphino, Kaisha, what are you doing here? We may ask you the same, Master Chai. We've been looking all over for you. Looking for me? Whatever for? Lady Chai has been nigh inconsolable in your absence. She claims you disappeared without so much as a word and bade us to return to her side. What in the blazes are you talking about? I left her a letter in our chambers. I told you, he'd never leave without a note. What happened to it, I wonder? I suppose she could have overlooked it, and when she gets an idea into her head, I can only apologise. No harm done, Master Chai, but since we're here, might I ask what compelled you to come all this way? We were told that you've been elected mayor, and from what we've gathered from the nearby villages, you've been inquiring about people's grievances. Is it safe to assume you mean to take office? Now, let's not jump to conclusions. I did seek to learn about the problems faced by the people of Colusia. That much is true. But I am by no means sure that I am the man to solve the problem. Tackling our many challenges will require resources, and until I've secured them, it would not be right to assume the role of mayor. I see. And do you believe said resources can be found here? Indeed. The people's grievances are many, but in the course of my inquiries, I've already met with several individuals willing to lend their aid in addressing them. However, there remains one individual crucial to my plans, a man whose counsel might yet make a mayor of me. With respect, such forethought is, in itself, proof of your suitability. It's true, they always say that it's always the person who doesn't want to be the leader that should be the leader, because it shows that they have no ego, you know. And someone who looks at the problems that they're being faced with and goes, oh my gosh, this is so much, like how are we going to fix this? Like, we need to fix this. That's the kind of person you want in charge, not the person who's like, I know how to fix this, easy. Like, someone who is worthy of the role understands the complexities of such problems. It's true. The city needs you, Master Chai, and I'm certain this man of whom you speak, whoever he may be, will reach the same conclusion. For what little it's worth, we'll vouch for you, should he require convincing. Whatever you need, you can count on us. We believe in you, Master Chai. What was the emote we had to do, like /cheer? Come on, Chai. I believe in you. Just believe in yourself. I don't know what to say. Thank you would be a start. You don't need to say anything. You've got your actions to speak for you. For as long as I can remember, all I ever wanted was to make it into Yulmore. But that dream's gone now. Burst like a bubble. Or a boil, more like. Anyway, outside of repaying Master Alphino, I haven't had a clue what to do with myself. Spent most days in a daze. But you? You've been running up and down, trying to find a way to fix this mess for everyone. And I reckon you can do it. You've got this lot up Mount Gold, didn't you? How hard could mayoring be? You're gonna steer Yulmore into a better future. I just know it. And I want to help. Properly help. Do something that makes a difference. I don't know what it is yet, but I'll work it out on the way. If you let me come with you, that is. He could be your secretary. Cat Terry. He's a cat. You give me entirely too much credit, the lot of you. But I can't deny it, it gives me heart. Come then, let's press on together. Thank you, Master Chai. But we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. Yulmore needs more than a man with good intentions, which is why I'm here. To find one with the experience needed to see the city thrive. Who is this man, exactly? And are you certain he's here in Amnesty? Rendon is his name. Yes, he is. Or was. I'd scarcely begun to explain myself when he decided his time was better spent elsewhere. Oh, is he the guy whose sister died? There's someone who was really angry here. He served as chief advisor to Vothri's father when he was in office. If Franjit was the mayor's right hand, one might say Rendon was the left, and between them they kept Yulmore on the road to prosperity. Oh, but surely people won't respond well to that because he was involved with all of the wrongdoings. He had power. The city needs more than a man of mere business, which is why I must find him. But even if you do, what makes you think he'll listen? Before giving chase, might it not be wise to speak with those who knew him here, in Amnesty? They might be able to shed light on his reason for rejecting your overtures out of hand. Yes, I suppose that makes sense. Perhaps we should start with Tristol, then. As I recall, you made a rather favourable impression on him. I'm certain he'd be willing to talk to us.
Everyone loves Alphino. How could you not? How could you not? Good old Kaisha.
Kaisha's like, I haven't got many brains, but, I'll help you. I want to be useful,
Give him a proper education in Yulmore, and he'll be doing rocket science in no time.
Greetings, friend. And to you too, Master Chai. I presume you're here to ask after Rendon? I couldn't help overhearing your earlier, exchange.
Yes, well, with Vothri gone, Yulmore wants for a leader. Should no one rise to the challenge, the city could very well collapse. I came here seeking Rendon's counsel, in the hope that we could build a better Yulmore together. And that is still my wish. Given how abominably you were mistreated there, I will quite understand if you choose not to help.
Worry not, Master Chai. I bear no grudge against you or the people of Yulmore, and I would not see you suffer for Vothri's villainy. As you no doubt gathered from your meeting earlier, Rendon can be rather uncompromising. He has his principles, you see, and a little patience for anyone he deems less committed to their own. Your desire to right the wrongs of your past, of Yulmore's past, is quite admirable, but I fear the guilt you bear on the city's behalf works against you. I can see it in your eyes, and the way you carry yourself. Goes without saying, he sees it as well. You must let those feelings go, Master Chai. Be more assertive. Commit to this course, and prove him Yulmore has the resolve to change. The resolve to change? I believe he was heading towards Pit 8 when he left. If you plan to go and speak with him, I suggest you be firm and clear in your intentions.
Firm and clear, Chai. Firm and clear. He's gonna be like, I was thinking, so I came here to ask you about the, He's gonna mess it up. He gets nervous. But I'll tell you who has not messed it up. Who has made an excellent decision. Conrad! Conrad has returned their soul for another month of wisdom. Immortality is yours once again. Enjoy, and thank you so much for supporting an elf. Another month of great streams. Apart from that time where I almost exploded the world. Apart from that. Very well. To Pit 8 we shall go. And I will not take no for an answer. Nay, not even a maybe. You can do it, boy. Oh, my little Porksy. My good little Porksy friend. Nearly exploring the world was fun. Yeah, it was a great bonding activity. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Whee! Oh, shiny rocks at nighttime. Oh, and the halo is still around the island up there. Will it stay like that forever? Very cool. Oh no, a Guldna. Leave me alone, Guldna.
weighty. That was quite the noise. Oh, here he is. What a dapper looking man there. My god. The pink hair?
Well, it's you again. Well, I see you've invited your friends. Need them to fight your battles for you, do you?
Come on, Chai. Confidence. Stand your ground.
No, I didn't invite them, as it happens. Though they are indeed my friends. Well, not only mine, but every true Yulmoran's. They are the ones who awakened us to the truth, to Lord Vorthry's villainy. The famous warriors of darkness.
That's us.
Are they now?
Yes, they are. It would be no exaggeration to call them our saviors. We owe much and more to their kindness, but we cannot depend on that kindness forever. To do so would be a little different from entrusting our affairs to Lord Vorthry. Nay, we must learn to stand on our own 2 feet. And I would have them present to witness my attempt.
Oh, there will be an
Hear,
attempt.
Master Shai.
It may not be successful, but he will try.
Your sentiments are admirable. Yet admirable sentiments do not a nation make. In my capacity as advisor, I once strove to build a better Yulmore. Gave honest counsel to my superiors, drafted laws for the benefit of one and all. But in time, my values fell out of favor. There was no need for them in this paradise Vorthry was creating. And so I left my homeland behind.
Oh, I see. So he left before all of the bad stuff started happening. I see. I was thinking that he was there until the end, like trying to do the right thing, but everyone just ignoring him. So, yeah, I mean, it's a good thing he got out when he did, but also he didn't fight for Yulmore. I guess he saw that it was a losing battle and there was nothing that he could do.
But you, Chai News, you were content to wallow in indolence under Vorthry's auspices.
Oh.
And so I cannot help but ask myself what manner of nation you intend to build.
Bull's in your court, Chai. Come on. Step up.
I can offer no simple answer to that question.
Only that he'll try. He doesn't know what the right thing to do yet is, but he will try. It's not a simple matter.
But this much I will say. It is my hope that Yulmore can become a nation which her citizens might freely choose to build together. A great many people, myself included, flocked to Yulmore seeking sanctuary. The alternative being to live in fear and die in pain. It seemed an easy choice. And sanctuary we found. As much food and drink as we could ever want. Secured at the cost of the surrounding villages. Little wonder the people gathered at our doorstep, begging to work among the bonded. The free were blind to it all, of course. Content to, as you say, wallow in indolence. In ignorance.
Aww.
Were I mayor, I would first take stock of the city's resources and see that they were assigned equitably. Our days of reckless consumption are behind us.
Yes, we'll use up the last of the meal stocks. 1 per day, per person.
The distinction between free and bonded died with Vorthry. The needs of rich and poor alike must be considered if our nation is to survive.
Oh!
To which end I would take steps to secure channels for supplies, rekindle relations with nearby settlements, who re-establish industry, reach out to neighboring nations, and the list goes on and on.
He sees that it's not an easy thing.
But I am no ruler, nor even a politician. I am an entrepreneur. My expertise lie in planning and profit. I haven't the knowledge or experience to run a nation. Please, Brendan, will you not help me? Together, we could solve the city's problems. Build a Yulmore for the people.
You could be the dream team. Come on, man.
A Yulmore for the people.
For the players.
I rather like the sound of that. But
He'd give some
before I
good
offer you my
speeches.
counsel,
He's got
I would be certain
certain
of your
gravity
ability
about
to
him.
perform the duties of office. You would? You ask me to help you solve Yulmore's problems, but first I would see you solve one on your own. Accomplish that, and you will prove both to me and the people that you are a man worth following.
It's true, I guess he'll be like the intellectual behind the scenes, making everything work, and then he'll be the face of the operations. So, he needs to be sure. I guess. Maybe he'll be like, fix the starvation in this village. Easy fix. Or is it? It's not just give the people food, like you need to ensure that there's a steady supply. So maybe that's the kind of problem he'll give us. Ooh, ooh. Right then, is there a particular issue you'd have me resolve? You seem to have conducted an assessment of the problems of Yulmore now that it faces. I assume you'll agree, therefore, that the matter of dwindling food stores is the most pressing. As I was saying. See? I'm a politician, me. I know of these things. Yes. Meal is neither desirable, and it's not a suitable option. I assume alternative foodstuffs are now required to fill the void. And a man who hungers is not like to contribute much to society, save violence, perhaps. So, tell me now, how do you propose to solve this problem? Give me a satisfactory answer, and I will consider your offering for my council. Well, you need to regenerate farming in the area so that they have a sustainable food source. And having farming in the area will also give a wealth of jobs for people to do. They can work on the farms, they can work in the distribution systems, they can help be merchants to distribute the food items. Yes. That's the long-term plan, but short-term, we're going to have to import food from somewhere else. Maybe the Crystarium can help? That's my suggestion, whilst we work on longer-term schemes to regenerate farming in the area. Oh, yes, there's ample fish in the sea. That's true. Yulmore is in the middle of the sea, so maybe get some fishermen going. That's true. That's a short-term plan. Fish. A combination of measures would seem to be in order. One to address the immediate issue of supply, and another that of production, as I was saying. I will be mayor myself. Go on. For the present, Yulmore's coffers could be used to purchase food from our neighbours. This would afford us time to address the underlying problem that affects us all. The long-standing neglect of agriculture. Yes, as I was saying, we need more farmers, right? And there's surely people in the lower city who used to be farmers and then were displaced. And you know, had to do the whole meal begging at the gates thing. So, there you are. Vote for Dawn Whisper in the next elections. I'll sort you out. I'll sort you out good and proper. The villages that once served as sources of trade for foodstuffs must be repopulated, their means of production restored. Yeah, but also, like, aren't there going to be people who are like, yeah, why should I go back and be a farmer when there's still people just, like, living the high society life in Yulmore City? Like, why do I have to go back and be a farmer? Why don't you be a farmer? You've been an aristocrat this whole time. Like, you go till the fields. Why do the peasants have to go back to working the land? And then we're going to get an uprising and, oh, what a mess. This assumes, of course, that we can rekindle relations with our neighbors, guarantee security and stability in the region, and most importantly, find people willing to leave the city and take up the rebuilding effort. My. Think of all that by yourself, did you?
I helped a little bit. I whispered in his ear. Just saying.
Well, yes. It began as rather an abstract plan I drafted some time ago, after speaking with the peoples of Yulmore and the nearby settlements. You've impressed me, Trinaz. Oh, have I? I have. Well, that is a relief. Oh, you haven't secured my support, not just yet. Only my attention. Grand plans will not be enough to persuade the masses. If you'd ask them to rebuild, you must provide them with the means to do so. A fair point, Rendon, and one to which I have given much thought. I propose the use of Talos to aid in the establishment and maintenance of these settlements. Their employment should drastically improve efficiency and ultimately increase production. Talos? But Daedalus Stonework closed their doors years ago. Without a ready supply of the necessary equipment, the people would starve before your plans could be put into effect. Well, as heir to the Daedalus Stoneworks, it just so happens that Talos are my field of expertise. And with a little help, I'm quite certain we can acquire what we need in no time at all. Yeah! Ooh, pixie berry cheesecake. Why is that not in the Final Fantasy cookbook? That looks good. I'll take the money though. And fish must be handled and treated. More jobs. See, we're creating jobs in Yulmore. Jobs for the people. Just not the rich people, just the poor people. Just the poor people. We shall remain rich and keep going to the club every night. Yes, indeed. What is this thumbnail? It's glorious. Oh, I want to continue, but I also feel like this might be a good point to leave it for tonight, because Chinas has outlined his plan, and then the next step will be actually putting it into action. And the hour grows late, I'm afraid. It is Friday night. We have partied all night long. It has been a party. There's been no emotional damage so far. Well, apart from the whole thing with the children, but then it had a nice outcome. There is hope. There is actually hope.